initiating team, and we're seeing more over on New Wave side being the reactive side.
Yeah, I feel like New Wave is just taking the more relaxed approach to this game and letting BTK really decide what's going on. But then again, you do have on the side of New Wave, you do have Ling, so you have the ability to push lanes and get into team fights really quickly. So I would like to see if the Ling is going to sort of take advantage of the map mobility that he does have over the YSS.
Ooh, speaking of YSS, Mobazane getting hit by the heavy spin over on the Akai. Is he able to get away? Escapes with 1 HP as the real world manipulation does drop over by Eve. But is it enough? Kush taking out Popol and Koopa, and Akai currently being chased down on the bottom side. Will he be able to get away from Esmeralda? He does escape. Currently 4-4, 6 minutes in.
And we do have a 1k gold lead to the side of BTK. And they are preparing now to take another turtle. We see Mobazane pushing in now, and Eve is trying to zone.
Ooh,
and I don't think New Wave
first turtle.
New Wave wasn't even going to try to contest that. They had no one there.
Ooh, speaking of New Wave, going in, trying to initiate on the class. Beatrix taking out the Thomas, but the fight is not over. Mobazane able to take out Ling, making it rain over there as well, using his ultimate to get a little bit of vision on the map. Very fast clearance over by Mobazane and BTK. Blue team turret has been destroyed. Zia does take it out. That will be the first inhibitor turret over on the gold lane side for New Wave as well. But they're not done pushing. They are going to go for the second turret as well. Looks like Mobazane continuing to get a little bit of clearance on the minions as they do choke that lane. Keep the New Wave back inside of the base. Will they be able to take the next turret? Oh my goodness! Mobazane taking the second inhibitor turret over in the gold lane in under 8 minutes. River manipulation popping down. Will he be able to escape? Looks like he got a 4v1 situation. Mobazane able to take out Popol and Koopa.
This play from BTK really reminds me of Blacklist and sort of the Ube strat, where at 7 minutes, 8 minutes, you know, they have the Esmeralda, they have the Uranus, pushing the off lanes, taking the objectives, making sure that the side of New Wave is being honored and making sure that they're defending their lanes, while the rest of the side of BTK are going out and just wreaking havoc. Like you see here, Mobazane right now pushing into the red buff.
Now, we do know Mobazane is very, very well known for the way he rotates inside of the jungle, trying to steal every objective, anything viable to the enemy jungler he's going to go for. But Akai with the heavy spin, reward manipulation, raining down, trying to take him out. Zia taking out the Akai, Mobazane taking out Popol and Koopa. We do see a potential snowball. It is currently 4-10 with the difference of 7 or 6,000 gold over on BTK's side.
None of this would be possible. None of this would be possible without the play of Esmeralda. Now, she is not in most of the team fights, but she is keeping the Ling and the Thamuz honest by making them defend the lanes.
Oh my goodness! Speaking of defending, Mobazane taking out the Ling, taking out that mid turret. The snowball continues. What do you think New Wave has to do to come back in this situation?
Well, New Wave just has to defensive farm right now. Get their items up and try to hit those power spikes for the Lunox there, because they can't contest anything at the moment.
There goes the first Lord being taken out over there by BTK as well, continuing that pressure over on New Wave. We did see a potential snowball. They are up by a lot of gold. I would like to see, you know, New Wave just play a little bit more defensive now. You know, they did lose the early game to the snowball, but they have to find a way to make it stop. You know, maybe just relaxing a bit and playing more on the defensive side, taking the gold that, you know, BTK kind of allows them to get, but not trying to overextend for little plays, as we do have this Lord pushing in on the bottom side.
We do see a really smart lineup here from BTK. They are pushing all lanes simultaneously, and now forcing the side of New Wave back into their base. They could not choose a lane and try to like defend it and push it. We see the Thamuz now trying to defend that top lane, but the Lord is ready, going into their inhibitor.
There goes Rural manipulation raining down. Oh my goodness! Was that a one shot on the tower?
What?
What in the? Whoa!
I like look away for a moment.
Win over New Wave, what a fast finish. 10 minutes and 27 seconds. That is just genius in the making right there. Very good rotations over on BTK to take game 1.
Wheezy, do you have 1080 streaming?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like super
That
choppy.
is blurry.
Yeah.
I couldn't. When that team fight was happening at
Yeah,
the top, and you were like, Zane takes down Ling, I was like, did he?
Let me do it real quick.
Yeah, do you want to see if you stream it? It was definitely. I was like, bro, I can't see. It's looking better right now, but 720 at 30 frames is a little rough.
I'm just gonna reset a bunch of stuff that I did. I'm just gonna
Oh,
I'll share
good.
my screen. I'll share my screen and then I'll move the
Wait,
camera.
were you guys casting it?
Oh yeah, they
we
are.
were casting like half of it. Like
Oh,
we were
yeah.
just waiting for Wheezy, and then now Wheezy's here,
Sorry,
so
guys.
that's
Oh, you're
okay.
good.
No, it's fine.
So do you
That's
still
fine.
need me to stream it, or you guys are gonna stream it?
I can do it. It's fine.
Okay, so I'll just end my stream then.
Thank you, though.
Thank
Wheezy's in
you.
there though, so
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you.
I'm currently doing 9 o'clock and Black Bulls over here. So
How's
we
that
got a
look?
lot of scrims going on. It's not too bad. They were kind of sad I wasn't streaming it.
How's the screen look for you guys?
I don't know.
Is it clear?
Let me click on your one.
I was like, there's a Wheezy there.
Oh yeah, that's clear. That's cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going into the second game. We did see an early finish over by BTK. What a match! What are your thoughts about that, man? That was a very very fast game. 10 minutes.
That was a very fast game, but the side of New Wave, I felt like they were really they just took it too slow. They never really ramped up the push or the trying to fight for the turtle. They really just let things happen.
Man,
I can't hear the game. I can't hear the game.
Oh, can you not hear? Oh, that's my fault. It's because I was watching this Discord. You should be able to hear it. Now? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do see that Franco being banned over on BTK's side. They did take out the Masha. Currently, Valentina was the first ban over on New Wave's side.
Again, we're seeing the Marsha again being taken out in the first round of banning and of the ban phase, and I'm not really a fan of that because she can easily be countered. But
yeah.
again, we might be seeing a more of a damage jungler, so that might be the reason why they want to take out Marsha, so she's not in the jungle constantly putting pressure on Mobazane.
Now you do see the respect ban over by New Wave taking out that Yisun Shin, man. He did cause him a lot of issues in that last match. He was able to take majority of the inhibitor turrets, having a little bit of pin on his side as well to take down those tankier heroes. And we all know if Mobazane's known for anything, it's definitely his Yisun Shin. So we are going into the last ban for the first set for BTK. They do take out the Eve.
I'm very surprised that they took out the Eve there. Because
Yeah,
Kush was really, really good on that Eve last game.
That real world manipulation, I feel like it just comes in handy, especially when that Lord is pushing in, just being able to zone off a whole part of the map. But do we see the Julian? They did let Julian walk, and this will be BTK taking it. Oh, man.
And he's such a flex pick, too. So, right, now New Wave will be sweating. They don't know what this Julian is. They don't know if he's a retry Julian, a offlane Julian. We don't know.
Wheezy, can you move the Coda shop and the MIL off the screen?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's all good. I wasn't sure if it'd be a problem.
No, I took it off initially, but then I went back and I accidentally had it pop back up.
I just seen it like right in the center. Appreciate it.
Now on the side of New Wave, we see a Beatrix and a Karina. My biggest question is this Karina going to be a magic damage Karina with the jungle emblem, or is she going to be a tank Karina?
It's interesting you said that. We have seen BTK, pick up the Karina previously, and the way they were running Karina, they went more for the damage. But they actually used the assassin emblem, if I'm not mistaken, or even the mage emblem. As I've heard a lot of things being said about that jungle emblem recently.
To be honest, Karina has since the new update, Karina has just sort of been in a cyclone of what do we play her as a tank, as a magic? Do we use the mage emblem? Do we use the assassin, or do we use the jungle emblem? We've seen a lot of rotations on that, Karina. And now we do see the Diroth picked into the Esmeralda, so it's a straight... It's going to be a straight counter there for the Esmeralda.
What
Very
a solid
surprised.
pick. Solid
Very
pick over
surprised
there by
that
Newsbro.
very surprised that Esmeralda was able to that they were able to pick her up in the first phase, and then also didn't ban out the direct counter of Diroth.
Yeah, you know, I've seen Esmeralda work against Dairoth the opposite way too. You know, usually I see when it does happen, more of the experience, you know, kind of depends on the macro and the micro of that player.
Yes.
You know, knowing to build that dreadnought armor to kind of get a little bit of that physical defense nice and early in the game. You know, possibly getting that dominance ice as well. I could see it working in BTK's favor, but the thing that really shines to really make the Esmeralda have an easy time against that Dairoth is making sure that their team gets those turtles, you know, giving her the little additional gold is all she really needs to kind of stay inside of that lane against him.
G, I'm so sorry, man. Did you want to... You do
Oh,
this
you're
one,
good.
G.
No, was this the second one?
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
is
even.
the second one. You do this one.
Oh shoot.
You do this
Okay,
one.
yeah. Give me a,
I
give me a
was
second.
so sorry, bro. I just clicked. I'm like, dude, yeah, go.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm actually surprised that they ended up banning. Oh, hold on. I'm looking at the wrong screen. I was looking at my other scrim. There's so many scrims happening right now. I was looking at my like tablet and I'm like, what's going on here? I was like, they banned Natalia. I'm like, what's going on?
Okay, what's going on?
No, we did see last night that Kush actually ran this Julian again, so it's pretty crazy that they're actually picking that up right now. I'm actually super surprised that Mobazane's picking up a Paquito versus a Balmon, so maybe they're just trying to switch it up, try a little bit of new things that are going down here, possibly to counter and CC that Karina, hold her down. Same thing with Jap being on that Bia. It's gonna be tough here. They did secure the Lunox ban, which I feel like is a solid magic ban here. They ended last game in like 8 seconds, right?
I'm glad you brought up that Lunox. You know, I feel like we've just been seeing her used a lot lately, especially against these tankier heroes. You know, taking her out kind of secures not having too many heroes available to burst down that Esmeralda, to burst down that Paquito when he gets a little beefy, and possibly even that Julian if he decides to go that route. We do see the Lolita being picked up over on New World side. Now, we do know Esmeralda kind of likes them shields, and it works in her favor. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Lolita pick right now, but we do got 2 picks left over on BTK side. Do we have any predictions, G?
I'm guessing they took the Lolita because there's only a few marksmans left here. I mean, you're definitely gonna be picking possibly a Brody. The Claude's already banned, so that's such a hard pick. Yeah, maybe the Clint. Even if you pick a Clint, like you're still gonna have a really tough time against a Lolita. So again, that was the build up to counter their marksman, as well as the just overall control the lane. But then you see Shark absolutely going for the Diggy, which is a solid counter to all that CC. So we'll see what goes down. New Wave's comp is looking very, very bursty, versus a little bit of sustain and some burst on BTK side. So who do you think's gonna win or pull this through, Wheezy?
Ooh, I don't see. It's hard to know because the last game we did see a 10-minute game. You know, that was very, very fast over on BTK side. I do expect New Wave to play a little bit tighter and focus their lanes a little bit more if they do want to, you know, remain in this fight for over that 10-minute mark. That's what we're gonna have to see inside of this match. But they do have that Diggy over on Shark as well, being able to kind of use that time journey to be able to get out of the Numenon blast by that Lolita might be crucial. But we will see here as we are going into game 2. BTK did win the first game, 10 minutes, 10-minute game. So I want to see New Wave formulate a plan around that as we go into game 2.
I feel like New Waves. I feel like New Waves. Yeah, you got that outlined to one of your like your Coda shop, I think, or something. You can kind of see it.
Oh, can you see it now?
They were good. Yeah. I feel like what New Wave is kind of trying to build here, as you can see, is they went really early burst damage. So they want to utilize the early fast game. And I mean, Mobazane and their BTKs went the same route, having that Julian pick, having the Esmeralda. Esmeralda's more of the mid game, but the Paquito, the Clint, I just don't know, man. They're just gonna have to shut down Mobazane. Don't allow him to farm. Don't let him rotate.
What's your thoughts? What's both your thoughts on the Magic Emblem Karina, Mage Emblem Karina?
You know, we see it. We've seen it in the past. You know, when Karina damage was, you know, the previous meta when that was going around, it worked. It was a viable option. We do see Julian going in on that Karina. She is able to escape. What massive damage! Only a minute and 30 seconds in.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing again what BTK does very well, and that's the macro. Again, Mobazane's always stealing the enemy's jungle, doing a really good job on that. But I gotta give it to Dogtor here. Dogtor is putting quite a bit of damage down on Lord. I'm guessing that's Cardi, but I'm gonna just call it Lord for right now. So I mean, again, that's a good counter to Esmeralda, is that Dairoth pick. So I think they just need to excel on that Dairoth and then destroy Esme, and possibly New Wave can hold out.
Speaking of holding out, we do have the first turtle spawning in. Looks like New Wave might possibly get his own, as they do have Lilia over there with Lolita. But we do see the Julian cutting up there. But their jungler is in place, starting to do a little bit of damage. Shark is coming in. Mobazane is making his way to the turtle as well. We will see the first big clash of the game as Kush takes out Ziggy. But the fight is not over. Time Journey by the Diggy. Karina not able to escape. Kush taking out Karina as well. But Julian is not done. Able to get them inside of his ultimate as well. And Mobazane, BTK taking the turtle as well. 3-0.
Yeah, again, allowing this Julian to go into the mid lane, I think is gonna maybe be the downfall of New Wave here. That just having that Julian, it's such a strong pick in the mid lane. And I don't even think Lilia is going to be able to counter it with the speed and the rotation, which again, like I said, BTK loves doing the 1-4 combo. We see it about to go on in the top lane here. So we'll see what goes down. It's leaning both ways right now, but BTK is in the lead with gold, so their macro is 100% better.
Yeah, and speaking of macro, we've seen just how efficient they are with that. You know, taking that first game in 10 minutes, they definitely want New World to kind of not allow that snowball to happen. You know, it might be 3 kills now, but in the blink of an eye, you know, we've seen a turret or tower in that 10-minute mark get one shot over by BTK. So, you know, you got to always be aware. Oh, but we do have the Abysm strike not connecting. Mobazane able to take out Dogtor and get out without the turret really doing any damage. Not really a play able to take the turret, but able to secure another kill to increase that lead.
Yeah, well, you see, I think your stream went down.
Oh, did it? Oh, no way.
A lot of people are coming into my chat.
It's because I'm streaming on here too, I think. It's okay. I'll do this one though.
Okay, maybe it was just too much for it. Well, they're coming over to my side, so they'll hear you, I guess, for now.
Okay.
Nah. So again, I mean, New Wave's just struggling right now, and I'm trying to bring it to the forthcoming of like what is going on that they're doing. The Karina is died early, losing the gold, probably because the Karina went for the mystery shop versus going for jungle emblem. Again, it's just a scrim, so I mean they could just be testing the water, but I'm not sure if you want to be testing the water when you're going against the Kings.
Ooh, speaking of the Kings, you see BTK currently 5-0, trying to take that mid turret, doing a little bit of damage on it. They do got the Lilia trying to poke it, but will she be able to stop BTK from taking the mid turret? Mid turret has been destroyed. Kush going in, taking out Ziggy, getting away with barely any HP.
Yeah, this the BTK versus New Wave. If you guys are just now tuning in, I cannot believe. I mean, this would have been, and this could just be player diff. You know, Dogtor is 0-3-0, and I mean, having the Esme in that lane, you would have suspected it would have been a little bit different, but we do see that New Wave is trying to like give back and do a little bit more, and that they're taking some towers. They're not even, but they're trying their best here. The gold difference is just constantly climbing, and I think it's just mainly because they can't secure a pick. New Wave really need to get their communications together, and they have to collide on one of the solos on BTK. When we were watching last night, the biggest thing about BTK is that they needed, like, once you made them make a mistake is when you could get a pick. So I feel like that's what they really need to do.
Yeah, speaking of, it's just that micro, having that micro, communication is key in terms of getting these objectives. We do see the snowball getting a little, piling up a little bit more as they are trying to choke the the top lane over for New World. We do see a potential fight over there, 3v2, as the Esmeralda is currently zoning the team. But Mobazane going in for a fight. Will he be able to get the kill? Doctor able to escape, but the fight is not finished. Lilia getting a little bit of zonage and slow with her magic damage. Ziggy going in, but New World, Kush takes out Ziggy, but the fight is not over. Lord Shabu taking out Joppa as well. BTK on the prowl, having a heavy presence inside of the map right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the good old-fashioned choke is actually starting to happen here. I mean, 23-16. I actually picked New Wave to possibly be a contender against BTK, but this is not looking good for New Wave. They're about to be put into the mode and that we like to call in Mobile Legends the good old-fashioned choke. BTK's not even, they're not even doing their macro anymore, to be honest. Like, they're not even going for top lane. Like, they're leaving top lane just completely alone. Like, they're just having fun with it now. This is just not even an actual game. They're kind of just playing around with New Wave.
Yeah, New Wave definitely they need some answers right now, as we are still in the first half, not even 10 minutes in. Again, we see BTK has completely pushed in the mid lane, leaving that last inhibitor turret. We do got a clash currently possibly going on. Newman on blast, connecting over on the Julian. Is it enough to take him out? Beatrix going in, using Wesker's elation to take him out, but the fight is not over as Lily goes in trying to get a little bit of slow on Zia, as Beatrix is trying to close in, but Zia might have a possible answer.
There we go.
Taking out Zia. The fight is not done. We do see Mobazane taking out the Beatrix from wrapping around the whole New World team, but we do got a 3v1. Mobazane with the double kill over on the Lolita as well. Triple kill by Mobazane. This man's got 3 hands. Who knew Kakito had an extra hand?
Oh man. Oh man. They're again, BTK is just their role in the map. Even though I was telling you that they kind of ignored that top lane, they did end up pushing it in and kind of stopped playing with their food. But New Wave, I mean, they look like they have a decent team. Jap is starting to take off. One of the biggest things that I did see that I'm wondering is that New Wave, the Karina, is not someone in New Wave. So maybe that's
Fallen Star Moon connecting, and Lolita being taken out, by Lord Shabu, but the fight is not done. Ziggy unable to get out. Zia taking out Ziggy as well. Oh my goodness, triple kill over by Zia, leaving only the Beatrix alive. Will they be able to get a turret out of this play? They are going to push that last inhibitor turret over on the top side as well. What a fight over by BTK, 16-2, not even 10 minutes in, leaving no inhibitor turrets outside of their base. They only have the final 3 inhibitor turrets to defend that tower.
Yeah, sorry, the other game was actually getting really good too. So yeah, again, it's coming down to the choke right now. New Wave, they have the Bia, they have the Lilia, and the Lolita, so they could possibly, I mean, defend this base. Their only win comp right now is to either think about stealing a Lord, but that's hardly an option. They're gonna just, again, dance in the base, try to stop every single lane from coming in. Just macro those lanes down. Don't allow them to push it in. Hopefully you keep one of your inhibitors, and then kind of make it into the mid game. You got to make it into the mid game. The gold difference is just too much. It's actually like almost 12k.
My goodness, 16-2 as well, up by 14 kills over on BTK side. They do take the middle inhibitor turret. We do see Beatrix try to take him out with the Beer's Passion, but escaping with 1 HP. Mobazane going in, doing insane damage over to Karina, the Lolita as well, as Lord is pushing in. Not even an Enhanced Lord. This is not Luminous Lord. We do see Falling Star Moon by the Esmeralda going in. Mobazane connecting over on the Lolita again. Will they be able to take out the tower? Will this be another 10-minute game? Oh my goodness, Zia taking out the Lolita, but the fight is over as BTK ends the game again in under 12 minutes.
I don't know if they're going to go round and round like they did with Area 77. Area 77 was definitely looking a lot better than New Wave is looking right now. But I personally think that it could possibly be because the Karina isn't even New Wave. I don't like it seemed to me the Karina doesn't really have the chemistry or the comp or the rotation or maybe even the comms to operate within New Wave right now.
I think it was just a mixture of all of that, and on top of playing the Magic Shop emblem.
Yeah, the Magic Shop emblem was definitely interesting. If you're going anything, you probably want to be more bursty than being able to buy more items.
Exactly. And just in this sort of comp though, you look at a Karina, right? And you think her job is to go in as a magic damage Karina, her job is to go in, slit the throat of the enemy mage or the enemy marksman and then get out, right? But you see that the lineup of BTK is so tanky, so they have so much lifesteal, so much shield, so much CC. A Karina jumping into that is basically a death sentence, right? And especially a magic damage Karina. It's just, you don't really see much of a play for Karina in this sort of lineup. And trying to infiltrate a team like BTK, good luck.
That's what I was saying. You can return if you want to secure. That way you can see if they're. I wasn't sure if they were gonna sub out or anything, but that'd be something we can definitely see. Again, the biggest thing, and it's interesting to see, is that New Wave doesn't have their actual real jungle. I'm actually super surprised about that. I was actually thinking about it, like if the Lolita I just wasn't able to get too many sets there, and then when the Lolita was trying to get sets, Mobazane was always there to just punch the Lolita right in the face and interrupt the set.
The lineup of BTK sort of countered that Lolita every single way possible, right? So Lolita's Numenon Blast will not go off if she gets CC'd. And then you have the coverage of Diggy letting the Paquito, letting the Julian go in, CC up the Numenon Blast, which is, they're not charging it up in the bush, they were charging it up in the open. So she was easily stopped in that sort of sense. So there was no coverage there.
Hey G, I'm gonna end it real quick on my Discord.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it does. I want to hear the table bang. Hopefully it doesn't cut out this time around.
I just a few like pointers. You guys did really well, man. I love the back and forth between you and Wheezy.
Oh yeah, we're pretty smooth on that. I was kind of like caught off guard because I'm like over here actually like
the other game.
Controlling the other game, and then I was trying to readjust the stream. So it was a little difficult. But we're gonna pull it back in. Hopefully Wheezy can get his stream pulled back up, and we're gonna show it in. I wish I had like another device I could hop on.
G,
yeah, what's up?
What happened to Black Bulls versus?
They're actually still in their first game. It is literally the longest game I've ever seen.
Okay.
It is, yeah. So my guess is they're fighting neck and neck on this on Black Wolves versus 9 o'clock. Like
How
they're
long has it been going for?
it's been like 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah,
Hey, Sakira,
they were pretty
Yeah.
late.
does Moonton know I'm from Australia?
I'm not sure. You can ask Ellie about it. But I think it's fine. Should be fine, right? Since
Yeah, my audience is US. That's why I'm a US KOL streamer.
okay, that should be fine. Yeah.
We're gonna be
They
pulling
adopted me.
pulling the stream back up here in a second. Wheezy's stream ended up crashing, and we were watching it on his screen. So we
Back
shall
up.
see.
I got it back up.
Okay. Okay.
Beautiful.
Perfect. All right. We are
Ooh,
back.
Goes to Zoltra on the other team on New Wave. Okay.
They pulled out Zoltra. Oh my gosh.
Zoltra's on New Wave.
I think it's a troll.
What's going on here?
Maybe. Interesting.
Waiting for Zoltra? Okay.
Oh, these
what
are
are
some
these
fast
comps?
games. These were some fast games, fellas. I mean, combined with both matches combined, it was they were 20 minutes. The length of a normal game.
Zoltra's,
Dude, it was the length of one game versus 9 o'clock in the Black Wolves. Like they just finished their first
They
game.
finished 2 games before they finished 1.
Yeah.
does anybody know the official rosters? Is Cardi on BTK for the tournament, or is Zoltra in there? Like who's the official?
The rosters are out there. I'm not entirely sure who they're running, but you know there is an additional backup player as well.
Yeah, there's 5 and then one more sub.
Yeah, I would have to check. I'm not entirely sure though. We know Mobazane's on there.
I'd love to see.
And
I'd love to see Cardi back.
Sharks and Zia's on there as well. So
I'd love to see Cardi back just because of this meta, and he just offers so much with the playmaking. It's the Ube strat is back. Like last 2 games from BTK, you literally seen 7 minutes. The whole team came together while Cardi, the king, just like did his thing in the off lane, made sure everybody was, you know, the enemy had to answer to the push of his Esmeralda.
no, there goes that
Cardi's
Masha ban
benched
over on
again.
BTK side. Did we do see the Valentina being banned first over on New World as well? We do know how crazy a Valentina can get, especially when enemy teams do pick, you know, those heroes with the ultimates that kind of benefit in her favor. We do got 2 more bans. Julian, it has still available. They did let him walk last game, and was he putting in damage? So, you know, I don't think they're gonna let that walk again over on New World's side. But there's just so many options now, you know, especially with the brand new patches out. In terms of bans, there's just so many good picks.
G, I'll let you take this one again because you're streaming, and I'll
Oh, yeah.
just add
You're
in.
good.
I'll
You're
add
good
in-
for. We can do a trio cast.
Yeah, we
if
just
you
do
want.
what I'm
trio
saying.
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'll add in things here and there too, and we'll do the same.
We'll just rotate. It's like me, G, and then you. We'll just rotate
Yeah,
a circle.
awesome.
Give it a second. You're good to go right now, though. I'm getting in. I'm getting in 9 o'clock in their second game and getting them going here.
Are they just finished?
Yeah, they just finished their first game. They're going
Who
in.
won?
I think it was 9 o'clock.
Can you send me the stream later so I can watch it?
That for 9 o'clock in Black Bulls.
Yeah, like just send me your stream so I can like go and check out, like give you a follow and stuff. And
Okay, yeah. I'm not 9 o'clock in Black Bulls. I'm not even streaming it. I should be like screencasting
true,
it, to
true.
be honest. It'd be pretty nice to have a copy of it. I'll probably end up doing that.
New Wave took out the Karina. Trying to
Oh,
take it
there
away
goes-
from Zane.
Yeah, you know, he's been popping off with that Karina lately. You know, especially we've been seeing more of the magic damage Karina over the tank Karina being prioritized as well. There goes that Julian pick as well, but over on the opposite side for New Wave.
I keep
One
going
was
for
able
a
to
second.
slip through. Yeah,
I'm gonna do
one was
something real
able to
fast.
slip through. Alright, no worries, man. How do you feel about the 1-1 slipping through to Zia?
I mean,
he's showed his really deadly on that 1-1.
I like Wan. You know, Wan is one of the few marksmen, when left unchecked, can get her ultimate and literally wipe out a whole team, depending on her build. We do see Mobazane with the clinch showing. I
Okay.
don't think that's gonna be a pick, but you never know. You never know. You know, we've just about seen it all. We do see Mobazane possibly going for the Dairoth. There are a lot of viable picks out there. Esmeralda is still open, but they do go for the Cho. That
Nice.
is definitely going to be more of the Cho roam.
Signature Cardi pick. That's a signature Cardi pick right there. So we're gonna see a Cardi in the EXP.
Okay, Cardi. Yeah, we do know he's a definitely vital Cho player. I wonder what New World is going to do to answer to that, because the really good thing about Cho is he doesn't necessarily have to be in the XP lane. They can always flex him over to the tank, you know, giving him the shark if needed. If you know they pick somebody that's going to give Cho that hard time. But from what we're seeing, we know Cho to be more of an aggressive pick, especially in the XP lane, as he's able to get to that back line really fast with his mobility. But New World taking up that Ballman and going even beefier by getting the Teresa combo with it.
That's a lot of CC on the side of New Wave. I think we're gonna see a Diggy pick here. Oh, okay. We're gonna go with Atlas.
Ooh. I like the Atlas third pick, because when you do this, you have the option to ban the Diggy, so that they don't really have a strong counter. And there goes the Diggy ban over by BTK. I think that was a smart choice. You know,
Very
New World
smart.
kind of let that walk. So now we're gonna kind of see just how well Shark can kind of play with this Atlas. They do have a lot of up close and personal heroes. They have that Ballman who has to get, you know, more on that front line. They have that Teresa, and they also have the Julian. So that Atlas is a pretty solid pick here.
Yeah, you're kind of daring the side of New Wave now. Oh, you want to jump in? Okay, then I'll just Fatal Links and into a 1/1 ulti. So you're really just trying to pick your poison here. And having the Diggy band out now just creates so much potential for that 1/1 combo wombo savage ulti.
We are getting into the last bans for you know, both sides. Currently Mobazane thinking about the last ban on what he wants to take out. If you look over on New World side, they don't have a tank yet. I'm expecting the Teresa to go more inside of the EXP lane, and Julian possibly in the mid lane. So they will need a tank to be taken out. Franco is still an option. They take out the Claude, you know, limiting the marksmen that can kind of get to that back lane, you know, try and pick that 1/1 off. So that will be the final ban over on BTK side. Do you have a guess for the last ban over on New World?
I think
A
New
New
World's
Wave?
going to be
Yeah.
a New Wave
Uh,
will be I think they'll have to take out
A jungle.
yeah, jungle for Zane.
Yeah, I mean a Ballmon. Oh, they already got Ballmon. I
Oh
wasn't
my
even
goodness,
looking.
guys. YSS is still available.
Yeah, I was gonna say they might take out
Ooh, they go
Kagura.
mage. They go
Okay.
mage.
But they have a marksman.
Kush is a
already.
really good Kagura.
Kush,
so-
yeah. You can't stop Kush. I mean, it's been pretty nasty, and you can kind of see they targeted Kush hard. Valentina, Eve, Lunox, Kagura, and even BTK banned Xavier. So there's so many mages gone, but you still have a Tharza or a
I was about to say
Lilia
over there
I
by
was about to
Kush.
say we're going to see a Lilia pick because of the combination
of that
of
frontal.
the Atlas, right? And then you have the slow from Lilia, allowing Zia to be able to get that ulti off and find the weak spots. So
Yeah, I think that
a
Lilia
great
pick was
pick.
pretty solid, especially when you have a lot of frontline heroes. You know, applying that AoE slow and damage will definitely help out on the side of BTK. We do got two more picks over on New Wave side. We do see maybe a possible Natan inside of the gold lane. They will be matched up against that Wan. So you definitely want to see New Wave kind of trying to gank that a little early, as you know. The later the game gets, you know, that Wan gets more items, the easier she'll be able to get a team wipe out with her ultimate as well. Do we see the Mathilda pick? We do see the Mathilda pick and the Natan.
I personally don't like that.
The Natan.
I don't like the Natan and I don't like the Matilda because as an Atlas main, I love seeing a Matilda because you just second skill towards wherever Matilda has targeted to the hero, and if Matilda's team decides to use the ulti with her, you basically have a free fatal 5-man links right there, or whoever's decided to jump in with the Matilda in the team fight.
I do want to say that New Wave hardly has any CC. Like, it's gonna be you're just not gonna stop that Wan Wan.
You're really, yeah, exactly. You're really relying on that penalty zone from the Terzilla and the, I guess,
Circling Eagle by the Matilda as well.
Julian
about
does
the
have
only
that knock up.
Good point. Good
Just
point.
a little bit, yeah.
Just a little, but they're all of these knockups that they have are, once they're used, it's a long cooldown, and they're like, say for example, Terzilla, like, it's really hard for him to get a good penalty zone, especially against a side like BTK. So we're gonna have to see some really micro outplays from Terzilla for him to be useful in this sort of fight. But go ahead, let's see how we go.
If you do see Mobazane taking that Dyrok jungle as well, getting a little bit more of a physical pin hero to kind of, burst down the tankiness of New Wave right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Dyroth is a good frontal assault here. I mean, they got a lot of frontal assaults. I'm wondering if Cardi can play a pretty good show here and pull out some crazy tricks. That's what I really want to see here against the Terizla. Might be a hard comp in that bottom lane. This Natan though is, again, I've seen that Natans can possibly sneak in and end the game. But Wheezy, we do see some engages here. I'm not sure if they're gonna actually want to go for anything, to be honest. I think what New Wave is trying to do here is maybe pull an easy fast one on, but they have to take towers to get to that point.
Yeah, you do see the Julian pick, more of an aggressive hero, especially toward that early to mid game, as he only needs that level 3, to proc his ultimate, giving that Lilia a hard time, especially with that magic damage. But moving up toward the top lane, maybe a possible clash. We do see Ziggy going in, trying to take out Shark. Shark able to escape, getting a little bit of a recall with barely any health, as Zia will be left to fend off the gold lane by herself versus Joppa, Ziggy, and Zoltra trying to come behind for a possible choke inside of the lane.
To be honest, I do like the Natan pick here. I don't like the Natan pick most of the time, but against the 1-1, I feel like he's got a lot of mobility, and he does have that that ulti for him to be able to get away from 1-1 if she does get those weak points on him. So it all comes down to mechanics against the 1-1 and how well you play getting caught by her CC.
Yeah, we do currently got the next turtle play in effect. Looks like
keep going, guys.
They are able to take it. Ballman does secure the first turtle of the game over BTK. That is what, New World is going to have to do, kind of prioritize these early objectives. As we've seen the last two matches, BTK just found a way around every single objective. They found a way to just end the game in under 13 minutes.
Well, we do have Atlas on the top lane there, so BTK was not going to try to contest that turtle there with Shark out of the play.
We do got a little bit of zone. It's possibly trying to choke the lane as well. We got Zia and Shark fending off the gold lane, but we do see Ballman, Zoltra, Ziggy, and Joppa just ready for a play, just waiting for a little bit of an overextend.
Yeah, I mean, again, New Wave's had trouble in these past two games, so it's going to be, again, they're going to have to do something here, and it does look like they're responding pretty well with this Ballman cop. Look at that.
Ooh, Mobazane unable to get away. Ziggy with the first blood, taking out Mobazane. Shark trying to escape, unable to use the fatal links, but Zia going in with the ultimate. Will he be able to get a kill? Zoltra able to escape, procking a little bit of shield with the Circle of the Eagle as well. What a play over by, New Wave. They're starting to turn the tide. They're definitely playing a little bit better in terms of rotations going into match 3. You do see Teresa trying to take out Lord Shabu, but unable to connect.
Yeah,
we did see Balmond steal the red buff off of Mobazane in all of that craziness just then. So that's something to think about, that Balmond is trying to get a little bit of a upper hand in the jungle against Zane, trying to give him a bit of his own medicine.
And that's what you got to do against Mobazane is control, steal his jungle creep, starve him out a little bit, don't allow him to scale, because that is how he gets there. What I'm really seeing here though is Zoltra and IND. Their combination is just nasty with the Balmon and the constant spinning while diving in with the Matilda there. Balmon's probably what?
Oh, Mobazane stealing the turtle with the Abysm Strike over the Bowman's lethal counter. Zia taking out Joppa as well with Shark on the defense, but the clash is not over. Mobazane unable to get away as he is taken out by Ziggy, but the fight continues. Kush trying to escape with Lilia, forced to use his escape ultimate, but the fight is continuing as Zoltra takes out Kush. You do see Lord Shabu trying to get away from Ziggy, but using Julian takes him out. Also see the Teresa going for the 1-1, but not really doing any damage as she's keeping the distance. Ziggy going in, trying to help take out Zia. Will they be able to get him? Zia able to get away with barely any HP.
Yeah, and they're macroing a little bit better this round, and it's hard to tell, but I want to say that Ziggy is kind of turning the tide. That nuisance of what a Julian can be with his quick rotations, and even though I said they didn't have too much CC, they're performing really well, and Ziggy's showing out. And I mean that might be all they need to maybe turn the ties. BTK is a little bit of a later game comp here, not late game, but more of mid game. Maybe not being able to end the game in that 10-minute zone, but we'll find out here. Wheezy.
Oh, there goes the Fatal Links over on Zoltra. Zoltra using the Circling Eagle to try and escape, but it's taken out by Zia. Zia proccing his ultimate, trying to take out Ziggy, but does not do enough damage. We do see minions pushing inside of the mid tower, but nobody is able to contest as we do have Natan and Ziggy currently defending that mid inhibitor turret.
Well, right now as well, we see that the side of New Wave are pushing that early game strength that they have. They know that they've got those tanky frontliners, and they need to like pressure them into the jungle and pressure and take all of the gold that they can early on, because once BTK are able to team together and have that their offlane push like they normally do, we might see a bit of a power spike from 1-1. 1-1 has not died yet. Despite all of the pressure that's been put on, Shark has done a wonderful job at babysitting Zia.
And I mean, that's what Shark's good at.
Exactly. And now we think that BTK has given up the early game, and I think they've done that willingly, knowing that we keep 1-1 alive. Will we still have that chance?
I mean, that definitely could be a win condition for sure. But it does look like they're trying to lock down Jap, but Wheezy, the chains go off. The fatal links
connecting, but Mobazane continuing to push with BTK. They did lose their bottom inhibitor turret and their top inhibitor turret. Currently, New Wave is sitting in the lead in terms of map objectives.
But guys, now we see that 7 minutes. Now look at the team of BTK and look at where Cho is.
Mm-hmm.
They're
that macro, but Ziggy is just, the damage from Ziggy right now is just might be too much. You can definitely tell that New Wave is trying to take out that middle tower, but in the meantime, again, like you were saying, ooh,
the way of the dragon connecting, Abysm Strike combo. Can they take him out? Mobazane takes out Dog Tour inside of the bottom lane. Also, they were able to secure that first inhibitor turret, but the mid lane has been pushed in. Fatal Links connecting, getting the set over Ziggy, but Zia connecting with 1-1, able to proc the ultimate, kills the Julian as well. Zoltra going in, taking out Shark. What a clash.
Yeah, I mean, go for it.
I feel like New Wave couldn't have played that better, because a lot of the teams would have seen that their bottom lane was getting pressed and their teammate needed help. They would have left that tower, would have left that mid lane and just gone over. But they kept pressing, kept pushing, and forced Shark and Zia back.
Yeah. I mean, at some point in the games, you know that you just, when you see something about to go down, the amount of time it takes to get get down there to defend it, it's not going to be worth it. So might as well trade an objective for an objective, and that's what New Wave did. What New Wave is going to have to do, and like you were saying, is that Wan into the mid to the late game is going to be the biggest problem. One ultimate can literally decide the game. So the team's going to have to decide on if they want to just bait someone in to get that ult off, and then just Wind of Nature it or Winter Trenching it to stop Zia from scaling.
Yeah, definitely that 1-1 in terms of just how crucial, her ultimate can change the game. A potential wipeout, especially, when she gets that Demon Hunter sword, gets a little bit more damage to take out those tankier heroes. You'll see that come into effect. But we do see a class as they probably try and take out the jungler over on New Wave. We do got the first Lord in play as well.
With the with the macro plays of BTK, you can start to see them starting to gain more map control, and they're only 1k gold down, despite being so pressed in the jungle, and as much as New Wave have dominated the early game, and it is equal on the kills.
What a dance these two teams are doing right now. This is like the most peaceful 5v5 class I think I've ever seen. Nobody is dying. They're literally just moving side to side with each other. But we do see Shark going. Will he be able to connect with the Fatal Links? Does he go for it? Unable to connect, but the way of the dragon. Zia taking out Natan. What a play over by BTK. Will they be able to get the zone on the Lord? Abysm Shrek connecting on Ziggy. Oh my goodness, Circling Eagle on the Mobazane, but you do see Mathilda having to push back because the Lilia's slow in AoE damage, but mid lane currently trying to be pushed in. Will Doctor be able to hold off Shark, Zia, Kush, and Lord Shabu? Zia able to take him out and takes out the mid lane turret as well. Wow, Mobazane focusing on the objectives, going for the first Lord.
See, Weezy, you were calling that a dance around the Lord. I think that was just a bait and wait. Because they were just just baiting and waiting it, and then they were waiting until everyone was ready and lock and loading, battle skills all ready, ultimates all ready, and then they just gave the call, the kill call to go in, and then easy secure Lord. And I mean that's what BTK needed right there. And New Wave's gonna have to be on their P's and Q's in order to turn this back around.
You do see the bait and wait. That is the new BTK move. You've seen it now live on scrims versus New Wave. We do see the Lord pushing in. This is the first Lord of the game. Currently 7-10, 11 minutes in. Now, this might be the longest game we've seen out of these two teams today, as BTK has closed it out in under 12 minutes for both games, but we are about to hit that 12-minute mark.
Now, I'm starting to sound like a broken record, right? But I love the addition of Cardi back into the team because...
Oh my goodness, the Fatal Links by Shark connecting. Do they take out Doctor? Doctor with the penalty zone, but unable to get a kill. Zia taken out to Rizla. Ziggy trying to get away from Zia. Zia also able to get Ziggy as well. Maniac over on Zia. The way of the dragon saving Zoltra, pushing her back inside of the base. But BTK will take the bottom inhibitor turret. Will they try and get the last the turret? We did see it, and we said 12 minutes. That's the signature mark. They got an extra 30 seconds in this match, but BTK does take game 3.
GG's well played.
And now, guys, just looking back on that game, we seen Shark really taking care of Zia, making sure that Zia hit his power spikes, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then also we seen Cho was able to push the lanes, but on top of that, Zane, instead of grouping up with his team, he went with Cho to push those lanes and make sure that they could secure those kills. And you seen so Cho was that playmaker for Zane. And so I just love the addition of Cardi coming back into this team in this meta with the comeback of the damaged junglers. I love to see it.
What I really think was the turning tide here was when all of BTK finally became a 5-stack there, when they all were together, you could tell that their fighting mechanics were way better than New Wave's right there. They just didn't, they had the control, they had the initiation, and then they overall had the power.
Yeah, and especially having that Atlas, it was a very smart thing inside of the draft pick. Third picking that Atlas, banning the Diggy, and then New World not really, or New Wave not really having an answer for that Atlas as well. And then you do see when they were pushing in, just with the basic Lord, Shark going in, using everything to get to the back line to hit that fatal links to get the set for his team. Definitely was crucial to that 12-minute 30-second ending.
And this is very reminiscent of M3, and like I said, the Ube strat, 7 minutes, get the team together. That 1-1 had a 79% team fight participation. 79.
Carry
That
the
is
1-1
unheard
and
of.
you get the victory.
Now, what do you think? Like going into the next game, what would New Wave have to ban in the first initial 3 bans? Like, do they let Wan walk?
Mm-mm.
You
No.
think it okay? So we're going with ban the Wan. Stop
They-
Zia at all costs.
They got to stop those like super late game powerhouses. They just can't allow that to happen. And it wasn't even late game. That was mid game. And
BTK's late game is at the,
yeah,
the 10
at the
minute
10 minute mark. Yeah.
10 to 12 minutes is full sweat mode.
Once Zia hits his power spikes, it's basically letting Zane, it's giving Zane a breath, right? Letting Zane focus on getting the objectives, and getting the towers, getting the turtle, getting the lords, because when all the attention is on Zia, Zane is really just free to do whatever he wants, and that right there is a recipe for disaster for the other team.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that. I like how patient BTK played in terms of that whole, the move, the wait and bait over on the that Lord. They didn't get too aggressive. They waited until like they saw a little bit of an overextension to be able to capitalize and take, even just a single hero out over on New Wave. And they were able to secure that Lord, which is a very smart play over on their side. So I will give it to New Wave though. They did have a really good early start. We did see them do way better in the early game. They had it, but there's just a little bit of a disconnect. Hopefully they pick it up, going into game 4.
What would your priority bans be, both of you? What would you want to see banned out in the first?
I feel like your normal bans like right now. Get rid of that. Get rid of the Wan. We've seen the Masha quite often, to be honest. So I mean, BTK's probably not gonna force the Wan on their own ban. As you can see, New Wave had to take that Wan ban. And we can see this from their next sets of bans. What I normally see is that they're already planning on like what they don't want their first 2 picks on New Wave to be. So they're gonna set their first pick and then take away some higher picks. So say they want Charizla, they're going to probably ban Xavier and maybe another high hitter that could be a problem, maybe Karina or something like that, so they can secure a first pick but not give New Wave a really good 2 picks.
Now, I will say it looked like BTK was kind of comfortable allowing New Wave to take that Ballman. It didn't seem like they had too hard of a time, with Zane being over on that Dyroth. He was able to steal a turtle play with the Bism Strike over the lethal counter and retribution from Ballman as well. So I don't see them really prioritizing that ban. So I would say New Wave can still take it, but maybe just focus a little bit more on trying to time that Retu, hit that lethal counter, or maybe just some of their teammates trying to zone out MOBA Zane.
Oh, that's a tough task to zone out MOBA Zane. Very.
There's only a couple things that can zone out. Look, there's the Xavier I was talking about. They're probably going Charizla here, which New Wave probably should have banned it. Maybe Esme as well. I don't know. We'll find out.
I haven't seen anyone from the side of BTK play a Charizla. So,
Fried Chicken was playing it really hard last night.
Yeah, but
we don't see Fried Chicken. Yeah.
We have Cardi, and I don't think Cardi has a Charizla in his hero pool, to be brutally honest.
Now, I mean, Akai is still an option. We haven't really seen him first pick too often, but he's still a viable tank, especially in terms of like that zone out to kind of keep the junglers away to secure that turtle. And you don't have to flex him into the jungle position. You can put him on the tank. I'm not sure if BTK is going to kind of pull that out. I don't think we've seen him pull him out yet. We've been seeing more of the Karina picks, the Dyroth picks. Lunox has been a favored mage going into the new season, having the burst damage over on the beefier fighters. But we do see Kush locking in the Eve.
That just invites New Wave to pick a hero that could dive the backline and interrupt the real world manipulation. So I'm not really sure about that pick there, but
yeah, no, I mean the Eve is kind of, especially early on, but I mean it's Kush we're talking about. This ain't no just
it is
ordinary
Kush.
Eve, you know, like this is
Yeah.
this is someone that knows placement, knows how to avoid things, and you have Shark, which can be a good tank and hold you back, but they are going tanky. Going with that Akai is a huge problem for BTK.
I feel like we're going to see the Diggy here.
Diggy Atlas.
Direct counter to the Akai.
Mm-hmm.
Just really makes him useless and lets your team get away and reposition. So once Akai's heavy spin is done, you can basically just go pile in.
Ooh, Mobazane trying to lock in that Karina again. More of a favorite jungle that we've seen him been using today, that mage emblem Karina. We do see Lord Shabu taking the Uranus, getting a little bit more beefier over on BTK side. But we got to remember, New Wave, they do have a tankier lineup, so they are going to need somebody to be able to take these tankier heroes down. We do know Uranus is a good counter to the Esmeralda, a hero, that can get regen as well, and able to, most of the times out-sustain that Esmeralda inside of that EXP lane.
Yeah, kind of just hold her down, be able to just kind of not allow her to farm or move. So it's interesting here. To be honest, both teams are looking. Mobazane's probably going to go for a burst Karina, but we'll see. We'll see. They do decide to pick up a Beatrix. I personally would ban maybe a carry, because Dogtor is probably not going to Esme tank, and you're probably going to have 3 tanks, and you probably don't want to have to deal with a carry.
I do like the Claude ban. I would have said carry and Claude.
Yeah.
It makes sense, especially on the Esmeralda. That Claude can do a lot of damage to her, being able to take out her health and shields very fast. So Claude is taken out. I do think G made a very amazing point on the carry as well, as I feel like they just need a hero that can take out this tankier lineups, and I'm not really seeing it right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Karina would have burst, can catch off Beatrix if Beatrix slips, but definitely on the side of New Wave, they do not want to carry to be picked against them, but they decide. I mean, the Diggy's also another tough character to deal with if BTK picked it up, so it's kind of like a trade-off here. They banned the Atlas. I mean, it's a good go too. That way, I mean, both teams are fighting.
He is good. Zoltar's shown that he's a good Atlas. So,
do we see the Lolita pick over there by New Wave? Possibly. Looks like they're doing a little bit of thinking on exactly which way they want to go. Maybe just looking at who has the better skins. Is it Ruby? Is it Lolita? But as we are going into the last 2 picks for both sides, currently they do need possibly a tank over on New Wave's side and they have a jungler, so they're going to need a mage.
That's a beautiful pick against the Uranus right there, because I wanted to that's why I was a little bit upset about the Eve pick first up, because you're really letting New Wave pick a lot of tanky people, and if you don't have that Karina, Lunox is another good option to burst down those really, really tanky heroes.
Yeah, we do see that Lunox. I want to say we've seen her in almost every single game. Lunox has been a solid pick. Honestly, making me want to just put her in my toolbox, when I rank in there. As she does have the potential to take out a lot of these, beefier heroes. If Mobazane did want to go the tankier route, she is still an answer for that. And just having the Order of Chaos for the damage on the, beefier heroes definitely helps her.
And we do see that.
Go ahead and take over just for a moment.
Okay. We do see that carry pick able to shred out the tanky heroes of New Wave. So be interesting to see how well Shark can can protect Zia this game.
So
Might see this-
which draft do you like better? Who, in terms of who do you think won this draft pick?
I would have to say I like the draft of New Wave, but it all comes down to mechanics. And I love the mechanics of BTK, so
We are
What about
getting into
yourself?
Game 4. I like BTK. I like them having the Uranus against the Esmeralda. They also have the marksman who could take out the Akai, the Esmeralda as well, and even the Ruby. And then having the Zonage by the Eve. But I'm kind of worried about the Starfall Moon by Esmeralda landing on Eve as she does that real world manipulation.
yeah, just picking that Eve, it just opens it up, like allowing the enemy to select heroes who can really dive and affect your real world manipulation and just basically render you useless.
We do see, looks like they're getting a little bit aggressive within the first minute, trying to take out Shark, trying to take that tank out nice and early. Ruby trying to continue with the slow, but unable to kill Shark. They are going to possibly get a push on the red buff for Mobazane. A little bit of a contest. Shark still in the fight, not fully retreating, trying to get a little bit of pressure on them to push them back, and successfully does push them back. Does Greed end up being the death of them? Zia taking out the Akai, taking out that jungler within less than 2 minutes. What a crazy play over by New Wave, but not really the best.
And you can just see on the side of BTK, Zane was not phased one bit that time with New Wave pressing into his jungle. He just did what he had to do. Took his minions, got his level up, and then just started going for his red buff while his team took care of the problem. And it's like I said, it comes down to mechanics of these teams here.
Mechanics is everything, and then we've seen BTK with the heavy rotations, but also knowing when to peel back from a fight, not really being too greedy. I like and kind of respect how they prioritize these turrets, like being able to take out all the inhibitor turrets with under 10 minutes, and then ending these games within 12. It's definitely very impressive, and to do it 3 times in a row is almost unseen. We do see a class potentially going on the mid. Will Ziggy be able to get away? Shark taking out Ziggy. Zoltra having to push back, giving BTK 2 kills to 0, and also getting a potential zone on the Lord or Turtle as it has been reset as well.
Now, this is something that's not really going to be like seen or talked about, but the way that Zio rotated to the mid lane, put some damage out onto the Akai and onto the Lunox, forced them back and allowed his team to then come in, get the kill, and force the Akai away from the turtle. So it's those little macro plays there by BTK that allow them to do these things.
Ooh, there we got Zoltra taking out Shark, getting the first kill over on New Wave side. As the class continues, we do see Heavy Spin hitting Zia, and Ziggy connecting with the Order of Chaos, taking out Zia as well, leaving the gold lane absolutely defenseless over by BTK, as Kufa is trying to push in to get a little bit of defense, while that Beatrix has the plan to try and get some early farm on the turret.
And that's what New Wave has to do. They have to answer the rotations of BTK with a lot heavier rotations onto their gold laner, onto Zia, trying to disrupt their game plan. Because like right now, you see Shark babysitting Zia again. Same game plan as last game, where Karina does where Zane doesn't really need help in the jungle. He can handle himself. Just make sure that Zia hits his power spikes.
We do see Nibiru's passion over by Joppa to clear the minions, trying to push back Shark and Zia, but the fight goes on as Akai tries to get Mobazane. Mobazane able to escape with 1 HP. Do we see a little bit of a clash going on? Looks like both are kind of baiting each other, but I don't think BTK wants to take that fight. Want to play more on the safe side. But we do see Kush going in against Dogtor and Ziggy, trying to defend the mid turret, not allowing the mage to get any additional gold.
We have Uranus again barreling down that top lane, making sure he's putting pressure, making sure that Esmeralda can't go help the team as much as she wants to.
Ooh, over on the opposite side, we do see Kufa with the Tyrant's edge over there, able to get the step, and the order from Lunox being able to try and escape, but unable to escape. Carry doing additional damage with those wheels. Very, very quick play over by Zia to take her out, but Joppa is still at full HP. The turtle has spawned in. This will be the first turtle of the game. We do see Zia and them trying to get the zonage on it. Will they be able to take it? Doesn't really seem like they have much of a contest, as Akai is still over on his red buff, and Mobazane is pushing in to go ahead and take it.
Yeah, the side of New Wave, they should not have been that deep in the tower there. I don't know what Ruby was thinking.
Yeah, it's what you say. It's about the the mechanics and also just the micro and macro, the map awareness. Right now you just see BTK kind of just rotating, with the tighter game plan. But no turrets have been taken. It's still early. We do see BTK in the lead by 2 kills, only 5 minutes in. But we do know once it gets close to that 10-minute mark, that's when things seem to kind of take the lead in BTK's favor. So we want to see New Wave just have a heavier defense and prioritize these objectives in this game.
Now, we do see that BTK have shown that one of their win conditions is Zia. And Shark is doing his best job to make sure that Zia is getting as much farm as he can, getting his items, getting the kills also. So it's really just Zia, go do your thing, and Zane will just go get objectives because we trust him. And I love that from the side of BTK, the evolution that they've shown, where it's we rely on Zane. No, we rely on the whole team now.
Ooh, heavy spin over there by Akai, able to take out the carry. We do see Lunox having to get a little bit of a retreat, but Mobazane cut in the back line, taking out Ziggy. Joppa taking out Shark as well. A fight is happening right before our eyes. We do see Mobazane going more on the retreat. What a play, him being able to wrap around, taking out that mage, and then getting right back out, clearing that mid lane, forcing somebody to push up to defend it, as the bottom lane is 2v1. Kush trying to fend off Joppa and Zoltra, as Shark is still currently running out of the base.
If you ever want to know how to play magic damage Karina, you just have to watch Zane and see the way that he operates, right? This is the difference between a magic damage Karina last game and this game, where she's diving the backline, taking out the people who have already been bursted down by his team, being that useful damage, and then he just gets out.
River manipulation down on Zoltra. Will it be enough to take him out? Zoltra able to escape, but Mobazane catching him on the side, taking him out, leaving them without Zoltra in the fight. But we do see Mobazane currently trying to push off, trying to get out of the Order of Chaos by the Lunox. But Akai is not done, trying to get some damage on Mobazane as well. But he is able to escape. Esmeralda running in. Will we see? Oh my goodness, what a stoppage over there. We do see Shark going in, trying to go for the Akai carry, making it rain with damage. Lunox going in. Oh my goodness, but the fight is not done. Lord Shabu almost able to take out that Kai, but maybe seeing a little bit of an overextension. Will he be able to escape? Will we see Lord Shabu get out as he is completely surrounded? And Joppa takes him out, but Mobazane and Kush currently focusing the turtle.
This is exactly why Cardi was brought back into the team. To allow Zane, to allow Zia to go get their objectives. He just literally just keeps pushing, doing his job, taking away the enemy away from the objectives. So I really like it. I really
Speaking
like
of objectives, you do see Beatrix taking that bottom side, leaving the first inhibitor turret is down for BTK over in the gold lane. But on the top side, we do see the inhibitor turret for them taken out as well. But Akai taking out Lord Shabu on the 4-man rotation. Oh my goodness, we do see a 4v4 clash right before our eyes. 4v3, we do see Nibiru's passion raining down, but Zia able to take out Ziggy. Heavy spin. Will Akai be able to get back to Eve? He is able to take her out, but we do see Beatrix taking out the carry and Shark unable to get away, as you do see Nibiru able to connect as well. Joppa just making it rain with the marksman's damage over on Beatrix right now, and they are going to be taking the first inhibitor turret in the mid lane.
Beatrix has not been taken down as of yet as well, so a Beatrix power spike is very scary also, as you just seen.
Yeah, that Nibiru's passion, having that AoE damage, but then also needed when she needs a little bit of range. Pull out Raynor, get a little bit of snipes in. Oh, but we do see Uranus getting hooked over by Zoltra, able to escape and get in that region on Uranus. That's what makes him so good. One of the few heroes that can kind of get away from that situation with 3v1 on him. But we do see a 4v1 situation. They are able to take the first inhibitor turret over on the top side. They are going to try and collapse in on the second one. We do see Esmeralda pushing it, but over on the other side, it looks like BTK has the same plan. They are able to take the second inhibitor turret as well over there with Beatrix, as Dogtor is trying to zone out Lord Shabu and Kush. Karina taking out Akai. Looks like BTK has an answer as well on the opposite lane.
Like, again, it just goes back to them being preoccupied with Uranus and trying to put too much attention onto him. Basically, when you see Uranus, if he's not low health, don't pay attention to him. Don't chase him, because that's what he wants you to do. While his team takes objectives, and really, you're really just falling for his trap there.
Oh, we do see Shark going in for the Beatrix. Real world manipulation raining down. Oh my goodness. Kush taking out Joppa as well, but the real world manipulation is still in play. Zia taking out the Ruby. Zia also able to get Ziggy as well. We do see Esmeralda trying to get in, trying to get a little bit of zoners, not allowing them to push in and take that mid lane inhibitor turret. What a play over there. We do got 3 currently down on New Wave side as well, with the full team of BTK rotating.
I love that from Cardi just then. Literally just dancing in the mid lane saying, look at me, while Kufra set up in the bush for that Tyrant's Rage. Like, such a beautiful play there.
Now, we do see, like we said, we've seen every single game end around that 12-minute mark. We are at 11 minutes. Do you guys see this game ending before 13 minutes?
It really comes down to how New Wave answer here. But what do you think, G?
I mean, it's an interesting coming into it a little bit late here. I'm actually surprised they let a carry slide through here, to be honest. But right now, I mean, they got Lord was barreling down on the BT for BTK. So I mean, they're macro in the top lane really hard. They're kind of they like really pushing in. A lot of like when they get a lane, they push it all the way in. Like, look at mid lane, still the first tier, but it doesn't even matter because they're going in, Wheezy.
Oh my goodness, and we do got the class heavy spin by Ballman trying to zone him out, but not enough to stop BTK from taking that mid lane inhibitor turret, leaving only 1 mid lane inhibitor turret left before they are down to their last turrets inside of their base.
That was a life-saving knock-up by the Akai and by Zoltra there on top of Shark, because Shark still has his ulti. He was about to get a Tyrant's Rage onto the wall there.
Ooh, Esmeralda using her Falling Star Moon, but unable to connect on Shark. That will be a little bit of a cooldown before she can use that again. But we do see Akai kind of maybe having a secret plan. Maybe not, pushing him back a little bit, but he is a little bit far. Maybe he's just giving the vision, letting them know where the team's at. We do see Lord coming in 74 seconds. Oh my goodness, but Tyrant's Rage looks like Shark trying to get him. Akai able to use the heavy spin to get out of the possible gank from BTK.
Yeah, I think again, New Wave just kind of has to hold out here. What are they? They have the Akai. Akai's already used the retry, but it's okay. He'll have it back before the Lord comes up. So we'll see here. The Akai really needs to zone out Mobazane, but I just don't think that's gonna happen because you're looking at a seasoned legend, and it's just hard to catch. It's like, you know, when you got that one fly floating around and you just can't hit it. That's, you know, Mobazane's not a fly, but he's definitely controlling the battle. That's for sure.
I will say this carry is gonna get, you know, even scarier as this game goes in. Tyrant's Rage connecting over on the Esmeralda. Zia able to take out Dogtor as well. What a play. You know, that is what carry's meant for, to take out those beefier, sustainable heroes. You know, and then Shark going in, making that play happen.
Guys, it really comes down to knowing who you're versing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so if there's a Kufra on the other team and you don't see him on the map, understand where the bush is and where you are. So if
We
you
do see
can't,
another set, possibly Tyrant's Edge, unable to connect. Oh my goodness, Uranus trying to get some donuts. Heavy spin by the Ballman, pinning Shark on the wall. Will he be able to get out? Shark stuck. Ziggy connecting with the Order of Chaos, taking out Shark. The clash is still going on. We do see Lord Shabu. We see Kush. We see Zia. Mobazane possibly waiting for somebody to wrap around so he can get the early kill. Will he be able to take it? Looks like Mobazane now is in a dangerous position. Will he be able to get away? Esmeralda running in. Catch him, Mobazane in the bush. He has been spotted. Take out Mobazane. Will they do it? Mobazane taking out Joppa as well. The fight is going. Lord Joppa trying to get in. Ziggy taking out Zane. We do see the fight continuing as Uranus is giving a little bit of slow, giving a little bit of sustainability. River manipulation going down. Zia taking out the Akai, but the clash continues. Zia taking out Zoltra as well. Doctor is still in play, but take it out. Triple kill by Zia, leaving only Ziggy to defend, and they do got Luminous Lord spawned in.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised they just didn't push mid there. But I mean, I guess they're playing it a little bit safe here. 6k gold up. I mean, there's not, again, with him taking out Mobazane, they should have played a little bit back and kind of took that captivation and probably played for a Lord pick. But I can't believe them. Mobazane just getting caught out, and then the whole team of New Wave collapsing on them, and they still weren't able to get the Lord because of that. Like, I just don't even understand how they couldn't have got the Lord at that point. But I mean, that's BTK for you. Just the massive amount of damage of having your mage and your marksman still alive. Shark going in.
Oh my goodness, with the Tyrant's race hitting Zoltra, unable to really get a kill off of it. Let's just give a little bit of credit to Shark though. This man has been diving turrets with Tyrant's race and connecting and waiting for Zia to go in and also make it rain with Carrie's damage. They are able to take the second inhibitor turret. We do see a clash on our hands. We see Lunox trying to get away. Lord Shabu kind of frontlining it. Oh my goodness, the Starfall Moon, or the Falling Star Moon dropping down over by Doctor, but unable to connect. We do see Luminous Lord pushing in on the top side. BTK did not push the other turrets though, so they only have one lane to really push, but the fight continues. We do see full New Wave trying to fight it out, trying to hold up BTK from getting the finish. Will they be able to hold them off? Minions are gone, but they are still coming in. They do take the last inhibitor turret over on the bottom side. Real world manipulation popping down. Mobazane taking out Akai. Mobazane taking out Zoltra. Ziggy taking out Mobazane as the real world manipulation is still in play. But Esmeralda comes in. Will she be enough to hold back BTK from finishing this game? Carrie using the wind of nature. Oh my goodness, what a clash. Kush able to take out the Joppa as well, leaving only Dogtor and Ziggy to defend against Lord Shabu, Zia, and Shark. That last inhibitor turret in the mid lane is hanging on by a thread. But, oh, Kush is not done. Will he be able to get Ziggy? Oh my goodness, Lord Shabu going in. But that was Kush who did get him. Oh man, Zia in as well, taking him out. And we do see an ending over by BTK as they did get the wipeout over on New Wave.
No.
Oh my goodness, but heavy spin by Akai, trying to hold him off. What a save! Shark taking the turret. Zia taking out Akai. They do have minions pushing in on the mid side. They also have real world manipulation to get the zonage, and BTK takes the game.
GG's, well played.
What a game.
I will say that BTK was playing best out of 7. And from
3, right? 4?
That was 4.
That was 4
think
in a
that's
row.
the last.
Yeah, that was 4 in a row.
If I'm not mistaken, unless they really want to continue here.
I will say that was the longest game they had, though. You know, they definitely played a little bit better, 17 minutes versus the other matches that were all under 13 minutes.
Give New Wave just a little bit of a leg right there, huh, Weezy?
Hey, they're learning. You know, the more they play them, the longer they're starting to last inside of these matches. I think they did a little bit better in terms of this game, but like G said, seeing that Carrie walk away kind of scotch-free, especially after you pick that Esmeralda, you take that Akai, you take that Ruby, man, it's just too risky. Look at Carrie, she's 12, 3, and 7.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking about the last few matches from BTK and the method that they're going with?
I would tell you that they're clearly just guarding their gold lane.
Yep.
You can tell that they're just kind of rotating around Zia, and if you wanna shut something down right now, probably target their marksman. So it's
But
it's
then again,
interesting.
that opens up so many heroes for Zayn,
It
and
does.
you start to with how good Zia's playing, you're starting to not forget about Zayn, but you're starting to like leave his heroes open, and if you do that, you're quickly gonna realize I need to ban out some of Zayn's heroes.
Yeah,
So
you
it's really
see,
pick your poison.
You see Zayn going with the Karina, and I like how they're kind of doing this draft. They make sure they pick an XP lane that can handle the one they're going against, that can beat them in that lane, and that gives Karina options. Karina could be on that side, and she can get the easy kill, as they do make sure they pick up the fighter that kind of counters who they're going against. And then they leave Shark in the gold lane the whole time with Zia for protection, leaving that marksman in that 2v1 situation if their tank doesn't rotate to help them over on New Wave. And then you see Mobazane gank down there as well, and being able to choke that lane and get those kills with that Karina is just phenomenal.
I think
I
the
also
biggest thing is that I don't think this is New Wave's like main lineup.
Proper lineup, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that again could be one of the biggest downfalls. The
100%.
this ending towards the end, they started to pick it up and kind of counter BTK and learned from their mistakes a little bit, but again, it just wasn't totally enough.
And now, if you go back to the data, you see that Beatrix this game versus last game, the team fight participation was a lot higher. So, like you were saying, G, they are getting a lot more comfortable in their rotations and playing together. So, yeah, it was a very good match, to be honest. 17 minutes, a lot longer than the other ones.
But that
again,
was the last game, it seems.
Yeah, I also think now when we see Lord Shabu or we see Cardi in the lineup, we know what Zayn is going to pick. So I think that's a telltale sign. I wonder if the other teams will pick up on that he's going to play a damage jungler, because Cardi's going to go that playmaking offlaner, which allows Shark to then babysit Zia, which again, 2 win conditions, 3 win conditions. You got your offlaner, and you have your jungler getting the objectives. Then you have your marksman, your ADC, who's basically farmed up and died once or 0 times, because Shark is such a good. He peels so well for your marksman, because Shark's been peeling for Zayn this past meta, which has been heavy. It's been a heavy tank sort of fighter meta, so is sort of had a bit of a learning experience at trying to keep people alive.
We do have a lot more scrims still lined up here. I'm currently trying to get my iPad to connect to my A power mirror, because I'm not even understanding why it's not. I did have to just reset it. I do have another game going against I mean, it's not going to be BTK versus New Wave or anything like that, but we do have Apex versus there it is. I don't understand why that wouldn't have done that in the very first place. Sometimes it makes me mad.
Flexing.
Is he flexing right now?
Yeah. Show me your skins, bro.
Show me your skins, bro. But we do have another scrim of 2 NACT teams. We got Apex, and we have Nova Core, which I've heard that Nova Core actually has a pretty good lineup, I'm not gonna lie. So let's see if I can get back into this tournament lobby here. I actually lost my image here that I wanted in the back. Where
are you from, G and Steph?
We're both from Missouri.
Yeah, we live like really close to each other. He's from my hometown.
Yeah.
So if one guy's got more viewers, you can go to his house and turn his internet off.
No, it's a 2-hour drive.
It's a 2-hour drive.
By the time I get there, his stream will probably end. And
Steph just messages G
I
one day.
gotta drive back.
Then I gotta drive.
Hours.
Now I gotta make sure that they have their proper server real fast here, and then we'll go into another great. And these games would be a little bit more even, I would say, compared to BTK just absolutely thrashing New Wave here.
I just realized, right? Because possibly I'm doing the BTK game, right? I just realized I have to be like really on point with everything that I say because it's a quick game. There's not much time to build into it.
Yeah, imagine the play-by-play with how fast
Yeah,
you fight.
I know. You guys are
like a battle rapper.
A battle rapper? Oh Jesus!
One of those dudes trying to sell stuff at an auction.
Def Weezy Transformer skin.
Oh my goodness.
Law.
Oh, if they make anything for me, they need to make me a Brody skin. That's my battle twin.
Mine's a Diggy.
A diggy.
Oh, you're Diggy? I know. Jesus, ask. Jesus, ask.
That's
God
awesome,
in the
man.
house.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I think G looks more like the Claude though. Claude and G, they got a lot of similarities,
And
man. I think Mobile
what
Legends might have made a G the Akaio skin and they didn't even tell him.
I'm so upset by the whole Fovus thing, right?
Can you guys see my stream, or is it looking okay? Is it looking weird?
Do you need me to share my screen, or you want me to stop the share?
I can invite you into the lobby if you want, but
I can't see your screen, G.
Is mine like weird? Is it like off to the left?
No, I can't even see yours, man.
Really?
Oh, you got it. Are you watching mine still? You gotta get out of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What is the NACT? The NACT is the North American Challenger Tournament, which is the biggest in North America right now. How's it looking? Combat?
Yeah, it's a little square and it's to the left.
It's I was wondering. I don't understand what that is. So we're gonna I'm gonna just invite Wheezy and we'll follow Wheezy.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Cause I'm currently using my iPad and for some reason it's a little to the left. I don't know. I don't understand why it does that. I can full screen it, but then it messes up the stream and everything. So well, we got Wheezy in here.
Duo this one because I need to go to the bathroom and
check all good.
I gotta feed my dogs and my sheep.
Your sheep?
Yeah, I gotta go feed my sheep and go collect the eggs.
Oh Jesus,
bro! I'm straight farm life,
What's
man.
he take? Look at that special appearance.
I see it here.
Marcus over here trying to flex.
Little Asian guy.
All right, let's get this, Wheezy. Let's actually get a solid casting of Apex versus Nova Core here. Let's get into it here.
This will be game one. Are we doing a best of 3 out of these teams?
Best of 3, yes.
Best of 3. Okay, so we are going into the first game. Currently, first pick is over on Apex Predator's side. A lot of viable bans. We have seen, the Valentina be more of a prioritized first ban, pretty much in almost every single game we've seen. So I do kind of predict that over on Apex Predator's side.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see here. Again, the occasional Charizla has been making an appearance. Of course, depending on what, again, I always kind of like to focus on what they're gearing up their first pick to be. We do have them on the central server. I think one is East and West Coast, so we're gonna see teams kind of performing at a mild tier, to be honest. So we'll see what they can definitely get done here. Hopefully they're all ready. They do take out that Wan, which is a solid ban already out in the very beginning, Wheezy.
Now we do got Ash currently going into the first ban over on the opposite side. This is the Apex Predator, and what's the other team, G?
Nova Core.
Nova Core. Okay, so we do see Nova Core over here. It always throws me off when they don't have the initials.
Yeah, I feel you. Like AP, you're like, yeah, Apex, right?
Equal and a period sign makes Nova Core. It's the abbreviation. But we do see Ash over there with the first pick. They do take out the Valentina. Kind of expected. The Wan was a smart first pick as well, taking that out. We are going into the second set of bans. Like G said, that Teresa's had a heavy, appearance inside of these games. Also, that Thomas as well being a very solid pick. So you never know what they're gonna ban. We do see a lot of viable picks. We did see, when BTK did play, they had that last pick Atlas, especially when you're second in the draft. You can pick that Atlas as your third pick and then ban the Diggy. We might see that today. We do see the Esmeralda ban though. How do you feel about that one, G?
I mean, Esmeralda, it's an interesting ban. I mean, it just depends on what you're trying to play. Maybe they're trying to play a die raw. No, I guess they wouldn't even need the Esme then. I mean, again, some teams kind of are scared of the Esme, even though that we've seen that there's easy comps and easy fighters to definitely counter it. So I don't know, man. It's an interesting pick. I can't think of a fighter that would be having too much of a problem that you wouldn't be able to possibly even contend or hold Esme there.
Right, you are right with that. I mean, you do got the Uranus available. You got the
That's what I'm
Thomas
saying.
as well. Dyroth is still in the game.
That's what I'm saying. And I was thinking of it the opposite way, but definitely they're getting rid of the fighters. Maybe their fighter is a little bit on the weaker end, or they're just trying to gear up into like a Thamos in the side lane to absolutely just control the fighter lane and rotate a lot easier. That's the only thing I could possibly think. I still don't see an Xavier ban, so maybe a first pick Xavier. Nope, I lied. There it is. I speak it into existence here. Now I'm just I don't know what they could possibly pick here. They go for a jungle first. I'm not sure if that was the best play.
They do go with the Karina pick nice and early. Ballman is still a viable pick. Can definitely get those objectives over the Karina as well. They do take the Lunox. We've seen Lunox picked every single scrim now. Lunox is the new meta. You're hearing it here over on scrims with GD and Kaio. You know, we've seen a lot of amazing plays, but Lunox has been in a lot of the winning team comps. So she is the first pick. I think it's a safe first pick as well. As you know, they're going to go for those beefier lineups. You know, they're possibly going to get a tank over on their side. They take the Claude as well, nice and early, taking two early heroes that can take out those beefier, you know, picks. But Apex Predator hasn't shown who they're gonna run yet, so I don't know if that was really the best move. They don't have to go with somebody so beefy. You know, they could do the opposite and go with heroes that are like can easily take out, you know, these squishier picks.
Yeah, and I mean the two marksmen we see all the time, Bia and Claude. So we're still seeing those. I mean, they're solid picks. A little bit earlier, a little bit early on the comp, because you never know if you might need a carry to squeeze in there. But we'll see how they respond. Having a Yve versus a Lunox. I mean, they don't have any interrupts right now onto the Novacore side, so it still goes either way.
Yeah, you do see the Eve, you know, having that real world manipulation, especially on those Lord plays, being able to zone out a whole portion of the map is crucial. So I do expect Novacore to kind of have an answer for that. You know, like you said, they don't really have anybody to interrupt it right now. There goes the Ballman pick, though, securing that jungler. And I will say he is a heavier jungler in terms of getting those objectives with that lethal counter and that retribution over that Karina.
Ooh, they do take out the Ballman. Maybe even stop an Atlas pick here too. Could possibly be the second go around here. We shall see here. They need to start banning some. I mean, they've already banned so many fighters. They need both teams need a tank. So you don't want to start banning too many tanks because you're not going to leave anything else for you.
Now, you know, I will say over on Novacore's side, I would have expected them to take that Atlas instead of that Ballman. They, you know, they already had that jungler. I mean, I guess Ballman would have been banned, but there's other junglers.
Well,
that
you could have banned if you third picked, because you, of course, they're not gonna pick a jungle, right? I mean, they could ban jungles, but you could have picked an Atlas as the third pick and then ban the Diggy, you know?
Right, and then you would see Apex Predator probably taking out the Ballman, but there's still other viable junglers, and I feel like that Atlas would have had a heavy play.
You know,
exactly.
Like Paquito, we seen earlier, Mobazane pulled out a Paquito against a Karina and just absolutely destroyed it. And it's something I don't see a lot. I've seen a Lunox a lot. Man, just there's so many tanks being targeted. I told you, they're just not going to leave anything for each other. This is going to be a battle to see who plays Tigreal.
Now, I will say, I think the plan over on Apex Predator, I don't think they're going to go for a beefy tank. I think they're going to go for a support. Maybe pull out that Mathilda because you do see Novacore with the heroes that are meant to burst down those beefier, you know, tanks. But when you run a support that can kind of keep that regen in there, those heals, it kind of, you know, negates what the Claude and that Lunox can do. We do see the Paquito pick inside of the XP lane as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Paquito, again, I was talking about it, but seeing it in the side lane versus in the jungle, it's going to be an interesting. What? This is one thing we have been seeing a lot is the Masha being banned constantly. I think Ballman might be in a little bit over his head because Masha is going to be, you know, invading you pretty hard.
Do we see the Masa Rum? Do we see the Masa Rum? We haven't seen it today. In any of the scrims, as you know, it has been, heavily banned and not really prioed. But this might be a Masha pick. We do see Ruby being locked in,
Masha
having a couple of
Rome.
CC over on their side. It could be the Masha Rome, or it could also be the Ruby Rome, but it is going to be the Masha Rome and the Ruby in the XP lane.
Now we could be seeing this a little bit different. I've heard that Ruby Rome is actually pretty OP in the current meta, so it could be the opposite. But I feel like the Masha might be a better play in this current scenario.
Yeah, I agree too, because I'm like, if you put him against the Paquito, Paquito's more skill-based, not really basic attack. So I feel like that Masha would just kind of have a hard time, with the cooldown rate of Paquito raining down with that damage, whereas that Ruby would just have that sustainability in that lane. But the last pick over by Ass will be the Minotaur. What a pick. I think we've seen it probably once in one of the scrims, but not too often. But that will be their tank. Both teams have completed their draft. Now, G, I gotta ask, in terms of draft, who do you think wins this draft pick?
I mean, it's right now. Novacore's looking juicy. They've got a lot of burst damage, and I think it all come down to if this Karina's building tanky or burst. Because if Karina's building tanky, we're gonna be seeing this Lunox just absolutely eat you alive. So we shall see here. I think I don't know, man. It's a little tough here. We'll see how both teams play out. Right now, I feel like both jungles need to test the water against each other and kind of see who can control the jungle creeps. They did again throw that Ruby in the side lane and didn't go roam. They are all trying to go after
Bimo getting in there, not really able to accomplish anything, but almost losing his life.
Oh my god. Yeah, the Masha just a little bit too overextended. I mean, trying to apply a lot of pressure, but Novacore responded very well. They knew the Masha was gonna put some pressure down, and they made sure to come and defend their jungle and not allow that to happen.
Now we do see I don't know, this might be a safer game. I don't see really either side having a heavy aggressive pick, so this might be a long game, maybe a 20-minute mark one going in. But we do see the Masha, just depends on how she roams, just gives the vision but doesn't feed. We did see her get that aggressive play over on that buff though, so I'm kind of worried about BMO right now, but I'm not too sure. We'll see.
I want to say the craziest thing that I'm seeing here is the Minotaur. Like, I don't think we've seen him pulled out in a while, but this is what I was telling you. There were so many tanks banned in the ban and pick phase that there's just not many left. So
and I implore that, like, it challenges these teams. It kind of pulls out the higher elo teams as well by trying to see, hey, you better have a big hero pool, because we're banning every tank that you're used to playing.
And I want to say it was probably target bans, but I mean, both teams needed tanks and they just started to take them out here. We do see the Paquito is doing really good micro to be able to get that back lane, allow the rotation to easily secure this turtle for Novacore here. And again, they have the Balmon, so the jungle, and what you're gonna have to do as this Karina is kind of, if your retreat game isn't on point, oh my god, Wheezy!
River manipulation going down. Lord able to get out. Karina able to escape 1 HP, but River manipulation catching DTB Luffy, able to get the kill. Ruby getting the ultimate over on the Minotaur, but Minotaur answering back with the ultimate of his own. Will they be able to take him out? We do see Cito coming in, trying to fend him off with Ballman, using the lethal counter, taking out Uno. Will Monster be able to escape with no HP? She is able to escape. Was that too much of an invasion by Cito, as he is now surrounded by the full team of Apex Predator minus the Ruby? Oh my goodness, and the Beatrix able to take him out.
I mean, both teams are trading very well. I will tell you right now that Apex is kind of following along with what I was saying. The Karina just kind of, like, unless you can see an easy pick between that Lunox, the Claude, you might want to just stay your ground and kind of just keep control over the jungle creeps, and then just bait and wait. Like I was saying, I'm pretty sure I'm about to copyright that name. And you see it.
Move.
Look at it. Look at the bait and wait, bro. Look at the bait and wait.
I like the synchronization over by Apex Predator as well. But we do see Minotaur getting that set out of the mid bush. Oh my goodness, Ash able to take out JQT as well. BMO forced to push back as they do have 4 over on him inside of the bottom map. But 2-2 currently, 3 minutes in. They are going for that mid turret. Lunox getting in, trying to do additional damage as well.
Dude, that Minotaur's ult and the combination with the Lunox right there was so smart, man. One thing that I'm not seeing from the side of Apex is that the Masha isn't giving them much vision. Like they're running into these traps, and they're being put into situations they don't want to be in, but they are coming back here for Wheezy.
Lord Arcade taken out, Cloak. Then we do see Beatrix taking the turtle. The clash not over. Blazing Duet by the Claude will be enough to get some kills. Seth able to take out Lord Arcade. Double kill by the Beatrix, taking out the bomb and forcing Seth on the backup as he is being chased down by Beatrix, by that Masha. They are not done as the turret damage is taken by the Masha, and they do push in. Will they be able to take him out? Masha's not done, but
she's thirsty.
The turret. And you see Uno no counter with barely any HP as well. Forced to recall on the play as Lunox is pushing in on the defensive for the bottom side, but does go back.
It's okay though. The Masha took a very well precise sacrifice, cause what are they doing on this side for Apex? They're feeding the Beatrix. Beatrix is 3-0 and hasn't been shut down. That is what Novacore needs to focus on. Stop allowing Beatrix to farm. You're more going after a Ruby before you're going after someone that can deal even more damage like a Bia here. But you do see the 4-1 combo about to go down here. I don't know if they know that Uno is sitting in that bush waiting patiently, just hoping for God's life they all don't pop out.
Wow, they could have took that turret too had they had known he was in that bush. But Beatrix taking out the Cloud on the bottom side. Again, you have that Masha kind of protecting the marksman, given the 2v1 situation, as that Beatrix is going to go in and try and take out that turret. Ballman unable to come and help defend the inhibitor turret over on the bottom side. Will he be able to get there in time? Able to zone out the Beatrix. What a move. And if he had been 2 seconds later, that turret would have been gone. But
yeah, we do see
still being pushed in.
we do see an invade on the side of Apex's here. They did exchange. Paquito actually went down, and this is kind of what I was saying in the very early range. Paquito it's hard to fight a Ruby like that, you know. I mean, just with someone that has so much sustain, you're gonna have some problems, and you can see that he's 0-2-0, kind of falling for these easy picks. But you do have Novacore has
lethal counter by the bomb and able to take the turtle, but doesn't take the clash. Just playing it a little bit safely, but taking those objectives.
Yeah, the biggest thing that back to what I was saying is that Novacore does have the bomb on. So easily securing those turtles, easily securing the lords are on Novacore's side. So they just got to keep that up. Keep the objectives up. Keep getting the little micros to be able to take out lanes and push them in and allow them to do their job. Oh, but the offset.
Will she be able to take him out? Oh my goodness, what a zonage over by JQT in the gold lane.
But while you were talking about it there, Lunox did go down in the mid. And not only did Lunox go down, but Apex lost Bia. They did finally shut down that Beatrix. Was what I was trying to say, is that Novacore needed to stop that Beatrix's climb. Every kill. Claude might be paying though. Masha actually might be going down.
Oh my God. Both getting away with just a quarter of HP. You do have Ash going up there just a little bit more of insurance to let that marksman recall.
Lord RK really wanted to do something there, but they were kind of just holding it in. with all of the micros. See, look, this is what I'm saying. Allow the lanes to kind of put a little bit of damage here. You have the tank controlling that lane. They didn't even want to engage. They engaged after the fact there. So, but again, they lost a tower. They take a tower. That's good macro. If you're losing something, take something, or at least try to take something on the enemy side. And that's what Beatrix did. They took out that top turret. Wheezy.
Oh my goodness, river manipulation, pop down, take Cutie, taking out Cloak, but the fight continues. Ballman missing the lethal counter, plays a duet over by Seth, but unable to connect. But the fight's not over as Paquito does try and go in. Will DTB Loopy be able to get the kills? Takes out Take Cutie. Can he take out the next one with the double kill? Takes out Uno as well.
Oh no.
Ballman going for Lord RK, escapes with barely any HP, and the fight continues. You do have Beatrix trying to zone him out inside of the mid turret. Will they be able to fend off the second mid inhibitor turret as these minions are pushing in?
Yeah, I mean, Novacore is doing really well. They capitalized on it very well right there, and they got some key picks. Again, I personally think what's going in here, we haven't seen the items yet, but I believe that they just don't have enough damage now at this mid game on the side of Novacore here. We do see that that Karina is building magic. Wheezy, you can click the X here. So hit the top right hand corner.
Oh,
and then hit the down arrow. Yeah, there you go.
I was wondering where it was.
There you go. You got it. You got it. So that's just the easy way to look at them. We do see the Masha roam. Masha only has 2 items right now. That is definitely the problem. I didn't even notice that at first. Is that again, Apex is just lacking on the roam. The roam is not fed enough. They just don't have enough control like that Minotaur does.
We do see Luminous Lord pushing in Eve with the reward manipulation, but Minotaur getting the cancel on it, getting the ultimate in mid lane turret. Will they be able to escape? Will they be able to take the turret? The clash is still going on. Lunox escaping. Blazing Duet going in by Seth, but unable to connect to anybody over on Apex Predator. Will they be able to fend off the second mid lane inhibitor turret? Oh, you do see the minions pushing in. Eve trying to get a little bit of zonage, but Ballman able to take out that turret.
Yeah, I mean, we see this quite often where we're now into that phase that really all that Apex can do here to kind of turn things around is just wait. They're gonna have to defend their base, don't lose any of their core inhibitors here, and possibly if they can get that Karina set up into a bush to possibly peek a Lord. They just, again, they're running into the problem that they just don't have enough power just yet. They are now down 4K gold, so it's going to be rough for them, but they still can come back here. They've been fighting it out very well.
Yeah, you do see that Malefic Roar being picked up as well over there by that Beatrix, trying to get a little bit more pin, for the enemy team over on Novacore. I do say it's still winnable. The game can go either side. Just depends on these clashes. As G said, as more items are going to be built by Apex Predator, they might be able to have a little bit of pushback. As they don't have a legit answer over to the real world manipulation minus the Minotaur. But if they do bait out his ultimate, they might be able to pull it off. But we do see, in terms of kills, Apex Predator does have the lead, but in terms of overall map objective and rotations, we have to give it to Novacore.
That's what I was saying about the Balmon. The Balmon just, again, unless you have literally the fastest hands in the world, or you have a tank that can zone out Balmon, you're just gonna have trouble securing objectives with that lethal counter and that retry.
We do see Lore coming in. Currently, a zonage over by the side of Novacore. Will they be able to keep Apex Predator at bay as Sid does try and take it? This is where Ballman shines, having that lethal counter, having that retribution. He is able to secure the turtle as well, as Apex Predator is now on the fallback. Will they be able to get out? Blazing Duet by the Clot, trying to get in, trying to take out Uno. The clash continues. Lord RK taken out by Luffy. Killing spree proc as well. Seth able to get Uno as well. River manipulation, pop down, trying to get a little bit of defensive side by the Eve. Will she be able to get some kills? Yui able to get a kill as well. Claude taking out the Masha. Eve taking out the Claude. Oh my goodness, DTB Luby taking out the Beatrix as well, leaving only Che Cutie to defend.
Oh!
But escaped with that hair on his chin.
Oh my god, dude, that was so close. I was actually surprised. The Yve held that out very well, but it just wasn't enough. Nova Core is 100% diving in on this core right here, and they're gonna teach Apex what a real core is.
Woo! What a game, G. What a game.
No, it was definitely a nasty go right there. Both teams gave it their all. They were really holding out to the very end. It was just that mid game that came up, and then the constant of losing all of the main objectives, losing every single turtle, losing every single lord. It was just really, really hard.
Now, can we just, state the fact that we haven't seen a Karina tank, like, at all. We've seen all Karina damage in every single stream today.
We have.
No Karina tank. It was Mage Emblem on Karina as well. Not really seeing the Jungle Emblem picked on her either. We did see it on the Ballman side, though, for Nova Core. They did go with that Jungler Emblem.
Yeah, no, the Ballmon's kind of hard to deal with unless your team's like really, really scaling. You're not sure if you can actually handle that Ballman.
Yeah, that was a good play, over by both teams, but that is, the first game. We are doing best of 3, so, Apex Predator did fall to Nova Core for the first game, but they do have a chance to make it up going into game 2. Woo!
I know, crazy night, man. We're going ham like every night, huh?
Yeah, we got this down now. I'm over here moving the camera while casting. Play by play.
The boy's like standing up.
No, it was good though.
Awesome job, man. Awesome job, guys.
Welcome back. How's the sheeps?
Shapes is good. And
all right, no predators.
No predators. The chicken's good as well. Chickens laid 8 eggs.
Oh,
okay.
Ooh. All right, we're gonna be going into round 2 here. Nova Core did secure the first dub out of this, best out of 3 here.
Hey, G, do you want to take play-by-play here and let him take what's the name?
I can do some play-by-play if you wanna relax.
Okay. Let me get a drink real quick, but y'all got this. Good luck, fellas.
Thank you.
I'll move the camera though.
Oh, you're okay. You are fine. All right.
I didn't see last game. Who shined in last game? What heroes?
So weirdly enough, we seen a Minotaur. So very first time seeing a Minotaur in here. But really what happened was Nova Core had that bomb on, but Apex was killing, like their overall damage was more than Nova Core. So Apex had a ton more kills, but just having that bomb on was able to secure a lot of the objectives.
And then you see the Balmond being taken out. First ban from Apex.
Oh yeah, I mean, you want to get that bomb on out of there. Is definitely one of the trickiest situations they were in, was trying to deal with that retry game of the bomb on the side of Nova Core. Both teams are fighting very well. It just happened to be at that mid game, losing all of the main objectives of Turtle, every single Lord, kind of just it's said the end of Apex there.
I feel like when you're banning out the Balmond, though, you're really inviting the other team to pick one of those priority heroes, like a Marsha, like a 1-1. Oh, well, the 1-1's being taken out, but you're really inviting them to open up the Thamus and other heroes like that. So
yeah,
you're really picking your poison here.
Apex did have a Masha last game as a roam, not a side lane, and the Masha kind of just didn't have enough gold, didn't have enough assists to secure anything. But we did see that Nova Core set up for that Charizla pick.
I like the Charizla pick here, but again, when you're first picking a EXP laner, you're basically saying, okay, counter me now. So it's really who bites that EXP bullet first.
Definitely, definitely. Give me a second. Keep go ahead and keep talking. I
Yeah,
got
no stress.
give me a second here.
We've got a
Discords are going.
Franco pick, and I think with the Terzilla pick, the danger of first picking it is now the enemy can go ahead and pick a offlaner that's got a little bit more mobility, that can get around his penalty zone and his skills. So he's a little bit flat-footed, Terzilla, when it comes to movement speed.
Definitely. I'm trying to see if our next games are still down, because our next games were supposed to happen like 15 minutes ago, but we're kind of like an hour behind. So
That game went for a long time.
yeah, I mean, it was a combination. It just we ended up, one of the games went best of 3, and they went 30 minutes every game. Like, it would have been like a really good game to cast, because they were going at it. I did record it all, I'm pretty sure, so I can always go back and recast over them and stuff like that and watch them. But we do see Apex picking up that Franco. We see Ash picking up the Minotaur again. Maybe Minotaur's seeing a comeback here?
Maybe. I think though with the Eve, I don't really see the Minotaur working and diving the back line, and also the really right now on the side of what's the other side? Sorry.
So we got Novacore versus Apex. So Apex is on the right side.
On the side of Novacore, you really need to dive that Eve, and with that Franco pick, he's really that Eve bodyguard for the real world manipulation. He can just hit that bloody hunt on whoever tries to get close to the Eve. Really securing that damage output from a real world manipulation there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see what goes down here. I like the Karina pick on the right hand side. I mean, they're gonna be probably targeting right now in this ban phase. Definitely gonna be targeting a jungle and maybe a marksman here. So we'll definitely see what goes down. It'd definitely be. Let's see. What do you think they're gonna ban here?
On the side of Apex, I think they might be taking out the maybe a Diroth. Because Diroth is still a good jungler against Karina. There you go, Kai jungle has been taken out.
They did take out on a Kai, which is an interesting ban. I guess they don't want to see a roam or the jungle. I guess they still fear in a Kai jungle. This is gonna be an interesting play. They've banned the Beatrix, they banned the Claude. You do see 2 tanky. I want to see what Novacore picks here. Ooh, that's what I was suspecting. I was like, if anything, they're gonna pick up a carry. Like, there's not many marksmen. They're doing kind of what they did last time.
Targeting the marksmen.
Yeah, like it's now it's the marksmen's getting totally banned out, and they're kind of just not leaving anything for each other.
Who is open on the marksman side for the side of Apex?
It's gonna have to be like a Brody, a Clint.
2 good options, but I would love to see maybe we see
a Blue.
A Blue.
Interesting. I mean, a Brody would be amazing on the side of on Novacore now, just for his penetration of his S1 at a delete Glue here.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see where Glue fits in here. Like his offlaner, he's versing a Terzilla. Okay, so Glue needs to jump in. All Terzilla has to do is aim his penalty zone at one of Glue's teleport. What's that first skill of Glue?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, well, the circle that Glue puts down, and
they do go
Diroth jungle.
I mean, the Roth is really good. They actually go for the Clinton instead of the Brody. Interesting. Oh, that's a good pick too. There's a lot of things that we're seeing here. There's Irithel's a good pick. It's gonna be. This is a weird comp. We're seeing a lot of heroes we normally don't see.
I feel like the Irithel pick can work here because she has a lot of frontline in the sense of Franco and Glue for her to be able to charge in and hit those arrows. So be very, very interesting here to see how well Minotaur can get his rage up and if he can pick out good ultis here.
Just for Glue's first skill, when he throws out that circle, it's slam.
Slam.
Yeah, you got slam, and his ultimate is split. Just a heads up, guys. Good luck on the casting.
Split, and bam.
I am X world rank 300 Glue, and I could not tell you that.
And I'm just gonna tell you, he sounds like a Flintstone character.
He does. We see that Eve there. She's just giving Karina a bit of coverage in her jungle. Letting her easily take that. Just in case. I was gonna say just in case a flame shot came out of the way from Kagura, but Kagura has flicker.
Yeah. Ooh. We see a little bit of an engage here. BMO might be going down, but he does sneak away just barely. I mean, that was a 3 against like 2-1-ish because Irithyll didn't even get in there. Man.
They're just making Franco double think about hitting the hook now.
making him pay here, making him pay. Well, Combat, what do you think? What do you think can be on this this first go here? What do you think they should target?
On the side of Apex, I really think they have to watch out in that off lane. The Terzilla really beats out the Glue there with his lifesteal. Glue can't really do much. Good hook.
What a hook, and Lord Arcade does make him pay, but the Irithyll does overextend, and Seth makes them pay. That was a good 1-to-1 trade there in that top lane.
I feel like Irithyll might have lost connection or something. What happened? Lag? Okay, there you go.
Is everybody lagging? I don't know.
Pause.
It should be all of the same servers. Nothing really changed, so it just has to be probably them. I don't think so. We'll see here. They didn't say pause. BMO is just getting bursted down like no tomorrow here. We do see Lord RK might be in trouble here. Lufree getting in there and gets a double kill. The Terizla just making them pay. I don't know if it's the lag of what they were saying in game that just caused that to happen, but they're definitely destroying.
That was a beautiful pick off by Terzilla using his penalty zone and catching them both there.
No, I mean, we're looking, the CC on the side of Novacore is insane right now. Ooh, what a good hook here on Seth, but it just wasn't enough. We are seeing a sizable gold lead go towards Novacore here right now, Combat.
And we see Terzilla really just putting pressure on that bottom lane.
Oh my god. The Terizla is overpowered, but the whole team does collide on him. I actually was suspecting him to actually pull something off and like immaculate there, but they didn't.
We are 3 minutes into the game, and we can see the survivability of Terzilla right now. I don't think he has the his first item yet at all. So once he does get that lifesteal, he's going to be such a hassle to deal with on the side of Apex. You know, they've got the support emblem Glue and the support emblem Franco, so they really don't have much tankiness early game to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it kind of come down to BMO here getting a solid hook and kind of just getting one of those easy picks off of the side of Novacore here to stop this snowball that we can see coming in.
Exactly, G, and like most people say, one hook can change the game. So that Franco can be ever annoying.
Ooh, Seth felt that one. Breeze right across his face. I'm pretty sure he's shivering in his boots.
Now we do see a setup now for the Lord. Minotaur just camping that bush. I'm not sure if Karina knows he's there.
Oh my god, Minotaur
Oh my
hitting the
God, good.
ultimate. Just absolutely coming in here. I think Apex did not want to engage on this. And we see Iroth Sid just coming in, getting a triple kill. Does he get a maniac? Do they give it to him? Glue hits the flicker. And he says, give me my maniac. Oh my god, I'm actually surprised we didn't see a TP.
Glue was shaking in his boots there. But yeah, you just see that immense lifesteal, and what a catch by Minotaur. No one's really checking the bushes for the side of I keep forgetting Apex.
Apex is the right side, the red side. Yep. You can kind of see the AP. It's kind of hard when you're coming in the middle of it, knowing which teams are, you know. But yeah, Apex is right side. We got Nova Core on the left for blue. Both teams are doing really well. Actually, I'm lying here. We're looking at Nova Core doing really well, and we're looking at Apex suffering quite a bit, to be honest.
It's just coming down to the macro plays of Terzilla destroying that bottom lane. Is taking so much attention off of the team game that Novacore is putting out there, and Apex is really just they're on the back foot here. So I'd really like to see them babysit that Irithel and try to get her a little bit farmed up, and maybe that's your win condition.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely what I'm seeing from the side, but we do see a pretty big engage going down here. We do see Sid taking out Lord K, and that is not what Apex wanted here. And then we see them reply back with taking out Sid. Seth takes out Uno. Franco hook comes out, hits the suppression on Seth, and it was enough to take out Seth. The Franco's hook came in clutch here. Both teams just duking it out, and at the 6-minute and 40-second mark, this is they're coming back, but they're still being way too aggressive and losing some of their key heroes on Apex side.
Now that was a 2 for 2 there, but Terzilla was able to push that bottom lane. Getting those macro plays, like I keep saying, is so important. Now it allows Terzilla now to join the team fights, push the mid lane, and basically just get that map control.
Yeah, I was always told by really wise casters and people, even coaches, you know, because I've talked to Gimmick before, which was a coach for team overseas in the Philippines. You want to objective. If you take someone out, trade for an objective. You kill one person on their team, you take an objective. So what we're seeing here is Novacore is executing that perfectly. Even though it was a 2 for 2 trade, Terzilla, like you were saying, is definitely taking it on and playing objectives, absolutely destroying it. Luffy over here is just nasty, but the glue does do the ultimate on him. Is it enough to take him down? We do see him still going in the I forgot his ult. I'm a terrible play-by-play.
Penalty zone.
The penalty zone. I knew it started with a P, but I forgot.
And you just see the power there of Terzilla right now. Like there was 3 heroes there trying to take him down while the top tower was being taken. So again, it's those macro plays being done, and you see the teams at the top. They're always taking objectives, like you said. Once you get those objectives done and taken,
oh, Lord K coming in, taking him out. Sid does respond and takes out Lord RK. Uno looks to be in trouble, but does pop the glue ultimate. Franco hits the suppression and does trade here. Apex looking a little bit better than Novacore right now, but Apex is a little low on HP and they do have to return to base. Can Apex control and zone them out of this first tower? Man, what can they do here? Combat.
Apex really just have to get their macro play going, to be honest. I would like to see Glue trying to utilize that ulti in being able to split push, and if you really need to, you can use that ulti to escape. You don't really necessarily have to fight every time, and if you're fighting against Terzilla every single time, you're not really gonna win as a glue.
Yeah, no, the glue pick was one that I was thinking that was very interesting. He's doing pretty well though.
He is doing well. He's just I would like to see him pushing a little bit more, and then you can get that macro, those macro plays happening, allowing Irithel to get a little bit of breathing room, because she has died twice, and I would say right now that is the win condition on the side of Apex, because they have the magic damage Karina. She really can't do much now against Ashe. Ashe is just so good at picking those ultis. Whenever Karina tries to jump in, Ashe ultis, catches Karina off.
That was such a great hook, but it's kind of like the Atlas. The Minotaur ult does go off, and then the whole team of Apex is paying right now. Terizla going in on the Eve. Is it enough? It is. The Eve is looking in trouble. Seth comes in. We do have the Irithel right now trying to put some damage down, but it's not enough. Cloak comes in with the Kagura, and it absolutely destroys, almost team wipe until the Franco comes back here. This is not looking good for Apex Combat.
That was such an outplay by Ashe. Ashe really counter-turned that into a sorry.
Good.
Ashe really turned that fight in their favor. Catching them with the ulti allowed Terzilla to go in with the penalty zone and really just lay out some major damage and force the side of Apex back. So I'm giving the MVP right now to Ashe.
Ashe is like, and again, this is something that we're seeing. Of course, certain people can play just different heroes. So we're seeing a Minotaur just being able to sneak in there, actually put some pain in there. The Franco hook kind of brings that Minotaur in, and then he just, if he has enough ult or enough rage, he just ults, and then it's GG's, you know? Like, now he's full setting your whole team. It's essentially just like an Atlas.
Exactly, and the way that Ashe keeps up the rage is just is really on point. Like, so you're really taking away a hook target for Franco, like you said. He's really inviting Franco, saying, hook me, take me into your team, let me hit my ulti, let my team come in and destroy you.
But we do see a Franco hook again, and then the Minotaur just going in full set on all of Apex, but they are knee deep in the enemy's base here. Uno is in trouble. Uno does go down. Apex is looking like they might be losing here. Minions coming in on the inhibitor. They monstered Lord RK right there, and I don't think they're gonna survive here. We do see Novacore taking game 2, absolutely sweeping Apex here.
Mama,
I'm not gonna lie. Did Minotaur's ult get a little bit of extra bounce? Because they were high. It's a hate time in those ultimates. They could have jumped into a whole another video game with that.
Mama, there goes that cow.
Honestly,
man. Minotaur turned that game. Honestly, the engages that Minotaur was able to do, the counter engages, just allowed Terzilla to go in and really get his ultis off, and Diroth going in as well and laying out that damage. It was just a very good, solid team play from the side of Novacore.
Yeah, no, they both teams, again, it wasn't at, like, I felt like last game was definitely a little bit better. But maybe Minotaur is now a new meta. Again, it comes down to certain team comps, and if you know how to utilize them like that was, the sets were absolutely nasty. I seen multiple full team sets by Ashe there. It was absolutely one of the key factors, like you were saying. Definitely look, Seth coming into the YouTube chat saying Min is meta. Definitely some interesting
100%.
plays. 100% interesting plays. But we do see
that
Nova
team
Core
fight
taking that.
participation. Look at the team fight participation from Eve, though. 100%.
No, it
How many
was
times did Eve die?
too many. No, none.
Four.
Enough. Enough. It was just the constant rotation was nice. The Franco kind of just like literally, the Franco kind of brought the Minnow into their own team multiple times. Like it could possibly be again a decent counter against a good Franco. I'm actually glad to see it. So we'll definitely we'll see how things turn out. I mean, we're seeing teams pull out different comps. And it was definitely a good. The Clint did really good as well. I was actually thinking a Brody pick, but didn't even need a Brody.
With the so you just seen right there with the first items from the Franco and the first item from the glue was dominance ice. So, you know, they were really concerned about that lifesteal and that the anti-heal there. It was just too much on the side of Terzilla and Diroth really to for them to counteract.
Yeah, I'm gonna see.
It was a good game by both sides. That was best out of 3 though. So Nova Core took the best 2 out of 3.
They did. They pulled it off. Did really well. But we do have actually Team First Blood 2.0. So I'm guessing the second team of Team First Blood versus Night Horde.
Night Horde's in the mix. Okay.
Night Horde is in the mix here. We're gonna see what they can possibly pull off here. I'm gonna be gathering the players together to see. Actually, I have to see if they added me in.
While you gather the players, let's get your opinions, Wheezy and G. So
That's not what I wanted.
the recent update, and the nerf to Athena Shield and the changes. I think Radiant Armor might have got changed a little bit. I'm not too sure, but I would like to see the comeback of the magic damage tanks, like a Hylos, like a Gato Catcher. What's your thoughts on that? Because Athena Shield went from 5 seconds to 3 seconds.
Yeah, but they did throw in that Radiant Armor. You know, to kind of work against that. For those more heavy magic based heroes to, you know, sustain in the long run against the magic damage. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I think the way the tank is kind of, you know, is slowly going away. Slowly, you know, it's still there, but not as heavy as it was. I definitely want to see, you know, more of a presence in a different role. I think what Mobile Legends is currently going for, though, you know, with the, you know, the Necromancer wave is more toward the mage aspect. So maybe, you know, we might see, you know, mage tanks possibly have a comeback. But, you know, overall, I think we're going to see a little bit of a slight difference over in more of the forgotten heroes. You know, they recently changed Leomord a little bit. You know, who else? They also had Faramis and Vexana. You know, these were heroes that have been forgotten, kind of like locked away for a long time. I mean, they even changed the whole look of Vexana. Like she blew up, man, you know. So
she glow up.
Yeah, she had that glow up.
She
like,
glowed up.
Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me, you know.
Jesus.
I feel out of that necro group, Paramus is the best pick out of them all. He's the one that you have to watch out for, because Vexana, if you have a mage that has a little bit more range, you can deal with her. If you have enough movement speed, you can get out of her skills. It really takes a good Vexana and a good a tank to help set up for her to hit her combinations. With Leomord, you know, you see that line, you're able to take him out of it very easily with like a Atlas with a you know, I'm not gonna say use the Tigreal, but you know, as simple as you can put it, Tigreal can take him out of it. You know, Diggy could possibly stop him from getting his horse. So there's a lot of options for you to counteract that Leomord. Even Cho can just kick him out of his out of the line. So I feel like Faramis is going to be the best pick we can see from those Necro 3.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's more in terms of like, currently with the meta, with the Terizla, the Thomas, the Esmeralda heavy presence. These are heroes that can actually beat the Leomord, and so, even though he did get a little bit slight change in skills, I feel like there's just other prio picks inside of that lane that kind of, beat him out in terms of like prioritization. And in terms of Exana, I mean, she got a good revamp. The revamp was nice. She can definitely be used in matches, but I wouldn't say she really specializes in anything. I feel like she can make it rain and do some serious damage, like initial damage, but then she has to get away. She lacks mobility. You're forced to use a sprint on her as well. But like currently with this meta, you need a little bit more than a Vexana. You need
Oh,
either the Sicilian, the Xavier, heroes that can kind of do a little bit more. So I definitely agree with the Faramis being the best out of all. Faramis Rome, he specializes a lot. He's able to get the extra HP to the whole team, changing his first skill where he can actually like choose when he wants to grab somebody instead of
Yeah.
waiting for it to end and then he grabs them. Is definitely crucial as well, and it helps teams fight in sticky situations with that additional HP. So I feel like he just overall he just outshines them on a whole nother level.
yeah. I mean, the biggest thing that I see about the new patch is just the ability of the invades on the jungle aren't as crazy, like the red and the blue buff the very first time can't be reset fast. All of that other stuff, it again, if Franco Hook ever lands on it or someone tries to pull the minion out, it returns faster and doesn't heal. The mid lane minions don't have a canyon on it until like 5 minutes, so it allows the mage to actually rotate, which is why I've seen a lot of BTK do the 1-4 comp.
Yeah. I love
So it's crazy.
the changes to the minions. Like I've been playing Sicilian lately, so you can really get that gold and hit those minion stacks really quickly there, and allow you to help your team early on, which is really immense when you're trying to fight for the Litho Wanderer, or if you're trying to force a fight at their buff and steal it.
I've always been a big fan of Sicilian. The late game damage is where he shines. Especially in this meta with the beefier heroes. You kind of pick him not really to win. Just the mid lane, but you pick him kind of to counter those beefier teams. When you do see that Ballman in play, when you see a Teresa, when you see a Thomas on the enemy team, Esmeralda, mostly any tank as well outside of Lolita, he kind of really shines. And I feel like that's where he's useful at. I think it works really well. It's kind of like the carry pick. Like you pick carry, when you do see those same picks as well, just on the opposite side with the physical damage.
For me, one really good pick against the Sicilian is Atlas, because you're now forcing Sicilian to take that Purify. If Sicilian doesn't take the Purify, he's dead. If Sicilian does take the Purify, now it's a double-edged sword, because hit the Purify, bat impact, or hit the ulti, move back away, and you're really at Sicilian's mercy there. So, it's a
Yeah.
Then again, you take away Sicilian using a sprint, so it allows your team to be able to focus on Sicilian more. So if you do have that Balmond, you can close the distance and do a bit of damage.
Yeah, I kind of like the Lilia pick against the Sicilian. His weakness is the up close personal mages that can kind of get him out of his comfort zone. And I feel like those are the even the Kagura can get it done. Able to dive in there on him and take him out as well. As soon as you get close to Sicilian, if he doesn't have that sprint, it's pretty much GG's for him. So he definitely needs the protection on his side. And the thing about him is like he is one of those mages, kind of like carrying the gold lane. He's one of those mages that takes a while to rev up. He definitely needs a little bit of time to get those stacks, So that's the downfall you see with a lot of Sicilian players. Sometimes they overextend a little bit and they get too close, or they don't prioritize those stacks and get them nice and early. And then that's when they get that late kickstart inside of the game.
So it looks like we got about I want to say maybe like 25 minutes to kill, since we were running behind quite a bit. they were kind of chilling. And
Oh, okay.
they accidentally got into another scrim.
Oh, that's right.
Accidentally.
Okay.
So
Oh, no
they're
worries.
currently, it looks like Night Horde is scrimming AE. I don't know who's hosting it.
Alter Ego or Aether Explicit?
I think Aether Explicit,
Okay.
What happened to
which is
Riles?
interesting. I don't know. I think he kind of just like fell off.
I think he took a break. He just took a break.
Did he give the
Yeah.
team to who did he give the team to?
I don't
shit.
even know. I think because he ended up leaving that to go to AE, right? Bosco Roscoe, Boko Roscoe.
Oh yeah, he's on there, and they got like sushi in them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, I think I might. I don't think I'm gonna do that long of a stream. How many more teams do you got besides them?
That I mean, it's this team coming up, and then one more after it. But you're more than welcome. I mean, if you're done, you can definitely call or not if you want. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Again.
get some breakfast / lunch.
Yeah, I think
So.
there's some good scrims. Plus, we got like a while before they start anyway.
Oh yeah, I mean we got like 25 minutes, so I don't want
Yeah.
to keep. I want to keep your
Yeah.
fans holding here.
I mean, I'm gonna hop over to my server though. So I mean, if you want to jump over there and just have some people to chat with, you're more than welcome to. You know what you got going on.
Yeah, I might. It's gonna take around 30 minutes. All right, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was suspecting it was gonna be about 30 minutes, man. That's what I was thinking. So that's all right. What I can do is I can maybe run a game real fast myself. And
Could y'all send me your streams when you got a chance?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I'll send it. I'll send you the stream that is currently going on right now.
Yeah,
and
please,
then
please.
you
Okay,
just,
fellas,
y'all.
I'm gonna hop over to my side. Appreciate the casting today.
Appreciate you all too. Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you guys have anything, I'm easily reachable, and I'll definitely help
Pleasure.
cast.
It's a pleasure working with you all, and I'm
Yeah, you
honored,
too.
and can't wait to cast for real.
What up,
Yeah,
man?
and then like I said, me and G, we literally do this all the time. So I mean, if you ever need casting buddies,
Yeah, if you
Yeah, I'm
ever see
gonna-
me on, man, just and I'm always, my YouTube's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I've been seeing you get posted by Z Skilled and shit too.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
boy's been everywhere. Just
I'm famous, mom.
you know.
Nah, that's awesome, man. Love it. I love it.
Oh, but yeah, let's. I'll probably jump into a rank game here while we play one. Dang, I get out of a lobby for 1 second and I already get an invite. Jesus Christ.
there you go. It's popular. All right, G, I'll talk to you soon, man. I'm gonna
All right,
hop over
homie.
to my server. Appreciate
All
you.
right.
Catch y'all later. Take
All right,
care.
you too,
Good
my
night.
man.
What up, fam?
Bye-bye.
What up? We do have 2 more scrims going down, chat. They got about 30 minutes until they're out of their game, so we're gonna be jumping into a rank game and kind of just keep you entertained for the time being until we can get into another lobby here. I haven't had my camera on in a minute. Jesus, I kind of just went live. I didn't even like prep. Your boy's looking all blue. Looking all blue. We're currently 3 stack. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I just got invited to a game.
Hmm.
生きるとは死神を欺くということだ。
I'm like back is sore from working out, working my back out.
我が向かうところ敵なし。
楽しいのが一番重要だよ。
Woof. Go for the Clint
俺は
and then the
ただの敵で
Julian.
はない。今度は
I didn't mean to show Xavier. Whew. It's been a long night. I need some water now. Oh man. You're playing now? I am playing. We got like 30 minutes until 30 minutes until we can jump into the next scrims. I'm doing so good with the commentary. I appreciate it, man. We're trying to make it in the esports scene, you know. I think your boy is a good model figure. Oh, these guys are looking tough. We got a lot of mages. We got a lot of mages. We got a lot of mages. I'm not really good. I'm gonna do ethereal, man. Ethereal. We're gonna go for more physical and go the route of we're gonna just keep the regular build. I want to build speed first. Nah, not against a B. We probably need to be crit. We gotta be fast. All right, we got it. I appreciate it, Tub. I've been really practicing on the like storytelling aspect, you know, like knowing what you're gonna say before you know, like go into the game like having a direction and then kind of like explaining the stuff that randomly happens that is kind of unique. And then as the games go on and you get into like more comps and going into like game 3 or game 2 or something like that, you'll want to definitely I didn't even know they had a marksman, or we had a marksman. Oh, I kind of whiffed it. I was too busy looking. It's all good. I'll fight at Jerusalem. It's the double marksman comp. We got this.
Enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them.
What up, fam? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate the likes. How you guys doing tonight? I think I actually might eat a Jerusalem alive. Oh yeah. Dude, that S1's range is ridiculous now, bro.
Initiate retreat.
Think? He said, what am I? I don't know, bro. I'm just here, my dude.
First blood.
Oh no. No! She had her speed. BTK versus Valley scrim is tonight. They're actually doing the scrim tonight? Who's hosting it? Ah, he's slowing me down so much. I actually just killed myself shooting him. Who's hosting the BTK?
敵を全部捕まえろ。
He's so hard to deal with here. I definitely didn't want to be an ethereal. I forgot. I've been shoutcasting so much I like literally forgot like what my role was. Dude, his clear is just phenomenal. We can turn this around. I just gotta not feed. Boker G, what up, dude?
私を捕まえてみろ。
Oh my god, his healing is so ridiculous. I can't. Why does Terizla just passively heal so much? I need, I even have, like, I don't know. Can't near him, never, dude. It's ridiculous, dude. I'm gonna just, like, literally, I'm gonna have to play for late game, but I'm already dead, like, 3 times, so it don't even matter. I don't understand why this fat panda's down here. Like, go get on somewhere, bro. I'm gonna, like, literally just stay in my tower.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Thank you. 逃げられると思うか? Request backup. 共に戦おう. The enemy has slain the turtle. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Believe. That lag though.
An enemy has been slain. Request backup.
I can't go nowhere, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, if only you had a
Our
starfall.
turret has been destroyed.
Oh, you had it, but it was just too late.
レオは私にとって唯一の家族だ. Leo, サボってるんじゃない. 走れ.
The fat dude's so fast. I don't understand why they're in my lane so much. Mainly because I'm gonna be a pain in the late game. I do need anti-heal.
Our turret is under attack.
I almost have crit though, so let me build up the crit and then now I'll get
Enemy godlike.
let's see, halberd. I just feel like I'm so slow. I feel like all of the marksmen's got like a speed buff, bro. What are you doing? Why'd you stop going home,
敵を
bro?
全部捕まえろ Our turret has been destroyed. The enemy has slain the turtle.
Jesus Christ.
Enemy rampage.
He went full against me, bro. Got blade armors, got vengeance.
Our turret has been destroyed.
So I'm down for it.
Our inhibitor turret is under attack.
Solo queue? No, I'm in a trio right now. But I forgot they picked a Mia and I threw hard.
Defeat.
Yeah, it wasn't enough because we ended up just being bad. I'm gonna play a brawl real fast. I gotta run another NACT scrim here coming soon, so I'm gonna just, and it's gonna be in probably, I want to say like maybe 8 minutes.
Even though he's not in Discord right
that
now.
was not my fault, bro.
Sorry, Manny, I threw.
That was not my fault.
I threw my boy.
Bro, you can listen. You can listen in. He moved them to the protein chat, so we don't have to. Oh, ain't no way.
More people that join.
I ended up throwing Manny. I threw.
Ooh.
Hold on, G. I
Wait,
want to listen to what they telling him in there.
Hold on.
Even in the game.
What's going on?
Just block. Yeah, so you just block them and it'll be like they
Yo,
don't even
No, why is y'all blocking niggas over Mobile Legends, dog?
Bruh, they get their feelings hurt. This man.
Like,
is-
I'm saying, like,
Exactly. He
y'all
can't
niggas
take
be
a fucking
having
no
your whole
medicine.
life
I hate
on
that
ML,
shit.
like, damn. Y'all
So
need
I
to
don't like
relax.
that.
After this NACT scrims, yeah, after this we're gonna do NACT scrims are gonna be continuing. I'm just waiting on them to let me know. Apparently the BTK versus the Valley is not confirmed.
Five seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. Initiate retreat. All troops deployed.
It is not confirmed apparently. But if it is, your boy's gonna be there. Oh my god, I got like CC'd by something. I don't even know what Oh, I got petrified. What person? Who runs petrify on a Hellcurt? Literally, dude, I'm about to literally clap this Hellcurt's ass, dude. Jesus Christ, they're really trying to kill me. They really want your boy. Da 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 da.
Slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. An ally has been slain.
Why on Brawl? Because we got like 5 minutes until the next scrim. So I wanted to... The Brawl's about the only thing I could play. So I thought might as well have a little bit of fun instead of just sitting here, chilling. Oof.
Mega kill.
Oh, I ran into some sharks. My little brother, did you not hear me, homie? What up, Easy? I told you that we're literally we got like 3 minutes until the next scrim. So about the only thing we could do was a brawl. I could have just sat here in silence, you know. What up, Def? What's good, my guy? Ooh, the Helker came out of nowhere. Boy came out of that bush. Our team doesn't have... Our Veil is bad. We're just getting punished, and I don't even understand how. Like, bro, you just gotta stay behind, throw tornadoes out. What up, fam? We about to get back into the casting tournament here soon. The NACT. So I don't think I'm not gonna be in the very first round of the NACT. So I will be streaming the NACT match on my pages. We'll have a watch party. Since I won't be, I'm not on day one. I think I'm on like day like halfway through it, to be honest, as I think our schedule. Oh man, I was absolutely in there getting her done. Jesus Christ, this dude's slaying as this Hellcurt. I don't think this my little brother playing Roblox has been listening. I don't think they've done it yet. I've heard, I mean, I checked with my sources. Is it going on? Oh, that fat dude couldn't get out of there, bro. Are you sure? Who's hosting it? Cause I haven't heard. Oh my god. I died from burn.
Initiate retreat. Initiate retreat.
I don't know who's hosting it.
Initiate retreat. Our base is under attack. An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
It looks like a T-Rex is hosting it. I don't know where they're at, like voice chat wise. I do see Secure's hosting it. Who's Autumn? Code Black? I don't know who Code Black is. Best of 43. Or whoever passes out first, Jesus Christ. Pass out in game. My pass out in game. I don't know what happened. Cardi in the lineup? It seems. It seems. It seems it, it seems it, it seems it. Give you some energy. Chickens and mess is bugging. Dude needs to get off of his cell data. Dude has to get off of his cell data. Give me a second. Hamdan. I'm gonna I'm thinking here. I'm gonna end up relaunching the stream so I can change the name of it. That way it's not BTK versus Area 77. Give me a second. I'll be live right back here. I'm done. Don't forget the water. I'm gonna definitely have the water. I'll be right back.